Hello and welcome
to the Bible channel.
the Rat Project's Dungeons and Dragons. I am Johnny, also known as Bishop AU, the Dungeon Master for this little stream. Joining me, as always, are these a-holes. Hang on a second, let me change this real quick. I need to work out a better way to do this, but I don't have this on my stream deck yet. But
oh, fucking got him.
God damn it. Yes, this is the Tomb of Annihilation, the little stream that we've been doing for a little while now. We are getting through it. We are down to level 4.
What? We're level 6.
Slowly, you're down to level 4.
Yeah.
I thought we were
The
out.
4th level down.
That's right, it's not good, right?
I thought 10 was more levels of down.
What?
More chrome.
So, yes, we are continuing with the Tomb of Annihilation. We do have a couple of small announcements. So, this is this is more for people who watch the VODs and that, the people that I've been talking throughout the week. There's been a couple of questions about the keep abreast thing that I was talking about last week and that I've been talking about through my streams throughout the week. That's literally just us wanting to promote them and generate some money for them. There's no sort of partnership or collaboration or anything. We don't get any of that. Nobody gets any of that but them. So that's just us sort of promoting them. As always, use the link below if you want to donate some money to a fantastic charity. Secondly, we're talking about the future of this setup and how we're talking about developing it and everything else. So, basically, I had a chat with my accountant who yelled at me a lot. I also had a chat with the bank. I also had a chat with my real estate agent. And basically, we're staying here for as long as necessary. Basically, I have an open lease now. So we can stay here for as long as we need to. And the next place I move to will be my own. I'm looking for a house to buy. Which means when we move into it, I can set up a proper studio. Or something a bit larger than this, because this is very cramped.
It's alright. It's cozy.
Yeah.
It's intimate.
It's yeah, sure. It's getting there. But anyway, so long story short, that's happening. I don't know when, but slowly. It's all ticking away. There was another thing. I really need to write these down because I think of them before the stream and then I can't remember afterwards.
I've got it.
Yeah.
YouTube channel.
Yes, it actually is. So, I actually remembered it while I was waiting for you to say it. But, yes, it was actually the YouTube channel. Soon the VODs are not going to be available on Twitch anymore. They will be only available over on the YouTube channel. So be sure, if you want to catch them, to go over and check that out. Also, hopefully, with the cooperation of Tim and Ray and some of the other Rat Project guys, there will be more content going up on there, including 2 things. One will hopefully be a new series with a few of us. The other will be a bit of a... I don't want to say a tech showcase. It's not going to be me waving my dick around. Basically, what I want to do is put something up that shows...
That's how we get sponsored.
No, basically I want to put something up that shows... Because basically, I googled... Are you guys... Hello? I don't know what's happening. What is this? So, anyway.
Misery's like, we should try and get sponsored by Pornhub. And then you're just like, oh, I'm ridiculous. Oh, nice.
So, basically, when we were looking to start this stream, I did a lot of research and looked around for ways to record, capture, stream tabletop stuff. And it was not an easy task. There's not a lot of information. So I'm hoping to throw together a couple of videos that it's not about waving our dicks around, it's about hopefully making some helpful videos that sort of show off our setup and hopefully they can help some other people. But anyway, that's something else that should be going up on the channel fairly soon. Anyway, that's about it. Unless you guys have any... Hello? Jeez!
I'm good. I'm still crying.
I can tell. Alright.
That was just played away too perfectly.
So, without further ado, we will continue with this. So I should point out as well, because I
fucking time.
forgot to do it again. I introduced myself. I did not introduce the people that are joining me.
You haven't
as
swapped the
always.
camera to those two yet? Or have you just
Yes,
been-
I have.
Because
Tim.
I've been keeping
I need to put it on my stream deck so that I can do it a bit easier, because right now I'm clicking and it's not very convenient. I only set this up before. But anyway,
Oh.
as always, joining me
Yeah.
is, I went to the wrong one. You're last. You're always last. Scott and Jordan,
Last to die.
Lockie and Timmer.
Two of our characters are still. You're playing a new character.
So
Damn.
let's get back into it.
First time last to die.
So
Damn.
last week, you made your way down to the 4th level of the dungeon after fighting a beholder,
Oh.
Easy.
which unfortunately claimed the life of Daxter, your
Now we're
companion,
fucked.
your
Rest in
sorcerer
peace.
companion.
Dixter.
So Finnan wins the bet.
Not quite. We haven't killed anyone. yet.
Finnan, he nodded.
And continued after gathering up a whole heap of treasure, made your way down into the lower level of the tomb, where you came across some gargoyles, quickly solved that you need to pay them to keep in their good graces. What I should do real quick actually is just check that this is working fine. There's no horrendous crackling
That's what we're looking for.
by putting this headset on the right way and not turning it all the way down. Is that screen? I don't think I've unmuted on that side. Hopefully it sounds fine because these aren't working. Anyway, after sorting out the gargoyle dilemma, you made your way down, made your way through a few passages before you came to a suspicious-looking mirror which was glowing a faint blue colour. And Xanath, being first one into the room, you watched as suddenly his form distorted and shifted and disappeared into the mirror. And that is where we left off. So,
Where did you come from?
without
Where did
further
you go?
ado,
Dunno.
what would you like to do?
I'm gone.
Just turn around.
Where did you come from?
This makes this easier.
I feel like a real big weight's been lifted off my shoulders.
No more struggles.
All dreams now.
Hopefully someone fixes the resurrect curse before we die.
Someone else will do it.
I wonder if people could be resurrected, like if they've died during the curse, but like if they can be resurrected after it's
Well,
been.
we probably should have asked that.
Yeah.
Who are you gonna ask?
Asked
There is
Right, that's it,
something
right.
happening to souls, like soulmonger. Like your soul's still got to be somewhere for it to be
Yeah,
resurrected.
you just destroy the soulmonger and it releases the souls.
Or it just consumes them.
Fuck.
Oh,
Let's hope not that one.
oh, I know who's going to save us.
The
What?
monk.
Eagle.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Alright, let's just wait till Eagle rocks up.
So at that point, you hear a bit of shuffling and clattering behind you. And you would probably smell it before you see it or hear it, but you three hear the shuffling of feet behind you.
Bag of nails.
Garth, you being at the back, could probably peer around the hallway behind you and see coming up the hallway is a familiar figure, somebody you've seen before, wearing quite a slim-fitting,
Is it that mage that's got.
Teleported away because you insulted her.
Yeah.
slim-fitting dress, platinum hair, jewels through her braided hair. This time looking a lot less clean than last time you saw her when you released her from the bottle. She is covered with what appears to be old blood and rotten flesh, basically from her waist down. Her clothes are stained and it is putrid. It stinks.
Scott.
You can see her making her way up towards you, and as she spots you, you can hear her saying, "Oh, finally! Where have you been?"
Chilla.
Ah, exploring.
Yes, fantastic. Well, I've had a fantastic little adventure, and it now seems that, well, you're going to have to help me get out of here, because apparently my ways don't work.
Why are you covered in blood and guts?
Oh, there seems to be a fun little thing where if you teleport in here, you get teleported into a room that things try to eat you. It's really fun.
Zombies. I gonna like it.
Oh, no, the zombies get eaten too, trust me.
It's his pet.
By all means, do you want to try it?
Shit.
She opens a big blazing
just
purple
teleport.
door.
Sorry, I want
That's
to
different.
Be my guest if you'd like. Otherwise, we need to find another way out of here. So I hope you have a plan.
Have a
There's
look
a
at this
mirror.
Yeah. Do you like? Are you
Yeah.
encouraging her?
Have a look.
I'm gonna make a deception.
No, I'm
There's nothing deceitful
Also,
about it.
I have a strength.
You have a fucking
23
dice tray, so
now.
you roll on your.
If I have a strength of 23 now, what's my plus?
10. Just put it into
I can
D&D
change
Beyond.
it here. Actually,
23
actually,
is
I've got it
plus-
here. It's +6
Cool. Thanks.
because I updated it on D&D Beyond, which you would have access to.
Yeah. but-
I actually have your character sheet open right in front of me.
Holy fuck! I literally do have a +10 to hit.
Yeah. What's your athletics? You have proficiency in athletics.
I'm gonna get my character shit up. Just
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Nice.
So your athletics was +8.
Holy shit.
So while
Would it be
they're
plus-
working out what they want to
Wouldn't
do,
it be +9? Do you have a 3 proficiency bonus now?
according to this, it's +8, but I may have aligned something. I don't know. But anyway, it's either +8 or +9. Either way, it's substantial. So while they're discussing that, you find yourself stood in quite a small stone room, an ethereal, shimmering blue, almost force field-like field covering the arched doorway in front of you. You can see in front of you there seems to be a circular room of this dark stone, and around the room is you count 11 other cells around this room, all facing in. Looking around them, you can see some various figures. You can see there's a couple of humanoid figures. There's some sort of elf on the opposite side. You can see there's some other large beasts as well, an ogre, for instance, along with some others that are sort of lingering in the back of their cell. But from what you can see, that there's not much in here. It looks like these cells are almost intended for you to just be put in until you die. There's nowhere to wash. There's nowhere to sleep. However, looking around, you would assume that some of the people that have been in here have probably been in here for a substantial time. But that is...
They haven't, like... They don't look like they've been starving or anything.
They look like they're as healthy as you.
Is there feces anywhere?
You're not there. But...
I'm talking to Xana telepathically.
Just walk in the mirror and you can talk to him.
You can also see one of the shapes that you would pick out across the room is a large shape. It's one of the 4-armed gargoyles that you saw
wow.
in the bottom of the stairwell.
Interesting.
But a couple of the cells appear to be empty as well.
Go Phil, Scott.
Alright, I don't have any sort of dispel
full
magic,
empty
do I? That'd be too easy.
What's
Levitate through.
everybody else doing? Actually,
Try to log into
you can make
the
a history while you... Or... What's your intelligence?
Not great.
8.
Okay, make a history. What are you guys doing?
Trying to log into D&D
With-
Beyond.
History, that's a 7.
I've actually forgotten her name. Okay.
I might have it somewhere actually. Give us a sec. Which level did we find her on?
Her name.
Level 2 or 3?
The chick that Tim pissed off.
I didn't piss her
Yes,
off.
Scott.
Keshma.
I believe.
Keshma.
Keshma. That's it.
Kesha. Notes.
Yeah. Fuck you guys.
Fuck up.
No, not you. You take notes. These two. But now that you said fuck up, fuck you.
I thought you were talking shit.
No, I was being legit.
I'm too legit.
Too
legit.
Oh, I
To
forgot
quit.
to do this as well.
How
But
good
now
is that
I'm not
movie, Scott?
legit.
Oh, yeah.
He only watched it for the first time like last week or two.
Did you love it?
It's pretty good.
Fight you, pussy.
So she looks at you after you stand there blankly for 5 minutes, and she says, "Hello. Do you have a plan? Have you
I'm
gone
trying to look at the
insane
mirror,
from
really.
being in here? Did you make a deception?"
Yeah, 10.
She's like, "I'm aware of what this mirror is.
Can you tell me what it
Yeah,
is?
we don't know what it is. So.
It's a mirror of trapping. You look in it, you go into it, and you get put in a cell to rot and die.
Well, do you know where those
By all
cells
means,
are?
get closer if you want.
Our companion walked into it.
Oh, good. Excellent.
Do you know
I
how
can
to
see
get
I'm in
to the cell?
fantastic company. Yeah, you break it.
No,
and
you are
everybody,
now.
everybody that's trapped breaks out.
If we break the mirror.
Yeah. It's not hard.
Okay.
Everything.
You guys don't know what's in it.
Yeah.
Alright, let's do it. Stand back, boys.
Do I have anything on me that'd be useless?
So you're going through your pack,
Yeah.
you might say?
I'm gonna take out a candle and see if I can like throw it through the magic doorway or if it's.
No, so it actually even makes a sort of sound when it hits, almost as if this barrier is just solid. It's definitely sort of wavering. It's definitely like a magical field, but
Yeah, I was just seeing if it was something that only I can't pass through or if objects can't.
yeah,
should
no,
run
even
through it,
even
though.
the objects don't.
Should what?
You should run through it.
Great idea.
Whilst you're looking through your pack, you come across the few scraps of notes that you managed to pick up from the office of the architect. And one of them actually catches your eye. You recognise it as being half of the mirror that you've been trapped in.
Ooh.
So yeah, reading through it, you can see that there is a little bit of text still attached to it that says something about a mirror of trapping. It almost looks like this is sort of a note that the architect would have written to show Aceract what it does, essentially. So you can see it says anyone that enters the room will be teleported into one of these cells where they'll be held until they die. Eternal suffering,
Just
blah,
die
blah,
then.
blah.
Then you won't be
It
helped.
does say that there are there's sort of like a sub note on there that says downfalls. It says the command words, if anybody were to find them out, they would have control of the mirror. It also says dispel
These words are.
dispel
These
magic will release anybody, etc.
Wait, cash me, you know this bum.
So what are you guys doing?
So we
Breaking
just,
the mirror?
so we just need to break the mirror to get him out. Our friend. Okay.
Well, yeah, along with anything else that's been stuck in it beforehand, I suppose. Yeah,
Can I scream out, "Hey Garth," and just see if?
yeah, you can. Yeah,
I hear
cool.
nothing. I continue. to
Yeah, you
shoot.
probably hear nothing.
Who's Garth?
Bath, sorry.
There we go. That's better.
Bath Edgelord. Do you have to like be looking at the mirror for it to trap you, or just in its proximity?
Well, you don't know.
Yes.
You would. Oh, well, actually, I'm assuming you're asking
Yes, right.
her.
Yeah.
Also, is
Oh,
the
you-
lizard
you
with
are.
me or with them?
Is
The lizard.
with you was on you, I
Poor
believe.
guy.
She says no. It only activates when you see your reflection in it.
Scott, close your eyes and run. Okay, Matt, close your eyes and run at it.
Force arrow.
And smash it with your axe.
How am I going to know when to swing if I've got my eyes closed?
I'll tell you when to swing.
You're gonna feel the wall.
Yeah, well, you said run at it.
You're still gonna feel the wall.
So I'm going to run into the wall and then swing my axe.
Well, you're gonna find out where it is if you run into it, aren't you?
Fuck it. I'm gonna shoot a shock arrow at it.
So we can't see ourselves in the mirror.
Yeah. So
Far away.
you guys would know from where you're standing without knowing. You've been
Okay,
looking
so I
at
have the
it.
jug, yeah?
And nothing has happened. It
Because you only
seems
picked
to
up
have
the
a
wand off of
short
Baxter's body and I grabbed everything
range
else,
where
right?
it can activate.
Cool. I have the jug, so I'm just gonna sit down in my room and just beer and start drinking.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna be
okay.
real helpful when we
Sure.
get you out.
Well, there's nothing else, as far as I'm aware, there's nothing else for me to do here. I'm trapped.
Do I have to roll
I'm just gonna fuck.
attack to hit it?
Yep.
Can't wait till you fucking miss.
In before.
Okay. 23.
Just bounces off the mirror.
Yep.
We
Yeah.
are
That's
sentient and it has eyes and sees itself.
And then it hits you on the back
Comes
of
and
the
fucks you up.
10 points of damage.
okay.
It shatters.
4 of shock.
You release everything.
Shocking.
How many years of bad luck do you have now?
7.
I own 14 black cats.
So bad luck is like Disadvantage for 7 years.
He's disappeared.
IRL. Not even game years, just.
So, you hit the mirror. Your arrow strikes it, and this cracks across it. And as it falls, one shard drops to the ground, shatters, and in its place, you can see a human man. You recognise him as being Omoan native. Looks the same as sort
he's
of
a
one of the
minotaur.
city guards almost. He's holding a spear.
We're gonna start a riot.
So he sort of falls out and almost stumbles to the
mirror,
ground,
goes
looking
back in.
around in shock. And he begins shouting and grabbing at you and sort of...
You are.
But you don't recognise it as being Cholton or Common or any other language that you're familiar with. He almost seems to just be babbling insanity. But he is just grabbing onto your shirt and sort of shaking you and just yelling in your face.
I'm at the back.
Behind him, another shard hits the ground, nothing appears. Another one hits, and this time a massive minotaur conjures into existence, looks around, almost, again, confused.
Friend!
You're at the front now. I'm not letting you shoot arrow past me.
I also would.
So, I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh,
But friend,
friend, I freed you.
Minotaur.
mine is all.
Have you seen Old School? Old School? The movie?
I really don't
You got
have
the one
anything
in
for a
custom
Minotaur. So I'm going to
No,
use
wait,
a
there was
blue
a
space
necklace.
marine.
No way.
No.
Oh no, that's your harness.
Do I have to roll initiative too?
Yes, you may as well.
I like how we're using the rolling trays.
I won't use Daxter because that's confusing.
My initiative's +6 as well, because my dex.
What the fuck?
That's fucked
Because
up.
it scars off dex.
What's your AC?
Tim,
17.
you know what? You should get alert now. Now you'll have +11 on your initiative.
Yes. Like it.
So.
Is Keshma there?
That's Finland.
Yes, Keshma is also there. So I really don't have the minis appropriate for this. Where is... I do actually have a mini appropriate for Keshma, if I can find it quickly.
How long after I went in the mirror did it take you guys to break it, do you reckon?
Does that make it Michael Jackson because he's the man in the mirror?
That's a dumb fucking joke.
Okay, and so for the sake of me not knowing where it is until I find one, Daxter is going to be Keshma.
Wait, Tim,
He's back!
Tim,
So-
you
Why
broke the
would you
mirror.
do
How,
that
how
to
long
us?
did it
That's
take?
emotional, destroy.
That's
How,
fucked
how
up.
long did it take after you...
It's probably been like, from
Shot
what
the
it
arrow.
feels like, 5-10 minutes.
Alright,
It's your lawn.
Tim should be a
I'd be like
stormtrooper because he
probably-
can't hit.
3 or 4
be
beers
what?
in, I
Stormtrooper because you can't hit.
Okay. So, initiatives, please. 15 to 20 or above.
Yeah, 15.
15.
Oh fuck, you win that one.
Well, you guys can decide who goes first.
Oh, you can go first.
Yeah. You know what, I'm going to run into the back of the line.
Spoilers, you should go second.
Why?
Colossus Slayer.
I'm running.
Yeah, but you still get extra...
Guess who's making their 15 movement?
It's alright, just hold your action until...
What if he misses?
10 to 15?
Scott.
No.
What did you guys get then?
9.
6.
Any good at rolling?
Yeah, it was like the 8's like right next to it.
So,
Why would you even use these? They don't even roll well.
You fucking missed.
You're rolling.
That was
so-
impressive. Fuck.
true to promise, I took the time and the money and the effort to make these guys very nice dice trays.
How do you do
And
that?
the first thing Tim did was try to pull the felt out of it. Immediately.
Now I can't do it.
Yeah,
was
is mine the one with the bad
genuinely
felt now?
What? No?
You
switch
Nobody can actually
No, I was
do
about to say, was it
now
before or after this?
So, Garth and Eln attack. Garth's up, Eln attack is on deck. What do you want to do?
Ooh.
This is that was in character before the fight, right?
Yeah.
There's your bonus action gone.
You going first, Lucky?
Okay. Don't really have much of a choice
Why?
on what to do. What do you mean?
Why?
That's loud.
Why would we run?
Why would we?
Yeah.
We'll fight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I run up and attack it.
Okay, so
Done anything
for
yet?
the sake of it, because I hate these 5 foot wide corridors, that this is wide enough to get by each other.
Yeah, but it's just half movement, isn't it? Anyway.
Yeah, technically. But I like to 5 foot corridors seems
not.
crazy.
Very subject to lightning bolts just going.
Yeah.
Right, I have 5 spells.
Okay, so you're moving up to attack it. Go for it.
Yep. Oh shit, that's not a good start.
Actually, what I do need to
Because
do.
you use the tray, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pull up. Minotaur stats.
Minotaur.
Mighty tall.
You know what's fucked,
Has
Tim?
nobody seen Old School? Where it's Stifler is like the guy that's like trying to sell the energy
my
drink.
eyes. A Minotaur.
Is 23 not a plus 7? Is 23 not a plus 7?
No,
No, it's
plus
fine.
6.
We checked it.
Ah.
Yeah, don't worry.
What?
I'm all over that.
Because
fuck
it's
was
take
that statement?
10 divided by 2, round it down.
Quick math. Quick math.
15 to hit.
Yeah. Let me finally get around to. Wow, I just flipped the fucking page. I'm not even
You're
kidding.
a god.
15 to hit does hit.
Hey, cool. What spells did you use last week?
Divine
2
Smite,
divine
max
smites.
level.
Next level.
What is it, Tim? Violate.
2 max level divine.
How long you been
No,
doing
1 max level,
I was a
and
bit
1 was lower.
that? I got some good air on mine. I was
Yeah.
like, and
Because I wasn't 100% sure on what you'd spent.
Scott, this.
Yeah.
Hey, have you ever
I just
used
sort of
your
guessed.
spells, by the way?
Which one?
You have spells.
Yeah.
You're in the other Divine Smite.
Sit there all night trying to roll it on the edge.
I'm already triggered.
Damn.
Well, I was just nonchalant and just like, whoop. Nice.
Fuck. All this changes.
Okay, I can say I'm gonna have to route like round edges on them.
That makes it even more interesting to try.
Does my damage change with how much strength I have?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you should.
You add your strength, but not your proficiency to your damage.
So it should be one. You're using this one-handed, aren't you? So it should be 1d8 plus 7 for the axe.
Lucky. Fuck off, Tim.
The fuck is going on?
Does my strength change my damage? No, mate. Just changes how high you can jump.
What changes the house? Stud centers.
Hey, that's low.
Right, what's your damage?
Oh, shit.
20 damage.
Okay. So your first attack, you're attacking again, I'm assuming.
Yep. That's cocked.
You're cocked. No, you are.
Fuck off.
Inferior dice trays, if you ask me.
Inferior to what?
27 to
The
hit.
table.
27, yeah. Yep.
That's fucked.
Only a 27.
Did you update your character sheet? It'll just tell you everything. It'll update any strength level.
Amazing.
You got it here. It's just going boop, boop, 6.
Pass.
18 damage.
Okay.
You're so slow.
I was on 2 20s in a roll.
I love
I was
rolling that.
distracted.
You should have a plus
Um,
9 now to your
Garth, you're
rolls,
up.
right? You had plus 7 before, and now you have 2 more.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it shouldn't be too hard to do the maths.
Well, I'll step
I
back.
just didn't think of that.
Come on, meters.
Well, you
Meters.
add in 7 and then add in 2.
5 meters, Tim.
5 meters. I'm gonna shoot and McShoot.
Yep.
That's honestly the enough life.
What kind of arrows are gonna be though? Is the question. Fire.
Plus 9.
To damage. Is your total plus 10?
Actually, wait a minute. My attack bonus would have increased because of my dexterity.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just write out each single
Question is,
What was your dex before?
where is it? Where do you find it?
What?
Yoshi, what was his dex before?
Do you go to that part?
Who?
For
Tim.
what?
Like
He's got his
my
sheet
bow.
right next to him.
Attack bonus.
So go to actions.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Was 16.
And then attack.
16, so it should be 3
So
more.
your longbow is plus 11 to hit, and it's d8 plus 6.
Okay, so that's plus 11 plus 6. Cool.
Assuming you've updated your character.
Yeah, to 23. Cool. Is that what it's
Could
called?
we just turn that
Farcast
down a
longbow.
little bit for us? Yeah.
Oh, you've updated everything. Cool.
I haven't updated anything. I'm hoping you guys update your stuff.
No. As in like the Yule barrel or the.
Oh yes, I did add that for you.
Cool. Thanks. Does 25 hit?
Yes, it does.
Cool.
While he's rolling damage, yeah, any like items. Actually, Ogremark, you still don't have a character because fucked if I know where your character is. But like any magical items and stuff that you guys get, I'll add to your characters. But any like stat changes or anything, just double check that you guys are updating that.
Wait, didn't I make it on your D&D Beyond?
Maybe
12.
I haven't looked.
Alright, so 18 on the first arrow.
Damage or to hit?
Damage. I rolled 14 again. That would have been a 20 if it didn't hit that.
Sure.
It's a 25 to hit.
Yep.
Which is a frost arrow. Dealing 9, 11, 17 points of damage.
Okay. Very good. So, with that,
Part.
Pat.
I don't know.
Half
I'm
damage.
moving this around a little bit. Let me just
In one turn.
reorientate some stuff. Here.
38.
So,
Wait, I'm
should be
pretty sure I
35.
calculated the other day and your max damage in one turn is like 120 or something like that.
I'm fucking boss, that's why.
So-
You've never done it. Only Johnny has.
at this point, another shard falls from the mirror, and it crashes onto the ground.
Xanath.
Actually, I
It's Rick.
need to.
No, I was the
Wasn't
last person into the mirror. I'm going to be the last one out.
Makes sense.
Well, was that 12 rooms?
Yeah. 12 and I think 3 were empty.
Hopefully the room just fills up and they crush each other.
And
Yeah, it's not a very large room for these creatures to be appearing into.
Alan attack. He's crushed.
Is it
Always
the
crushed.
entrance? So that'll be wrong.
Let me grab another sticky note.
Sticky dicky note.
Okay, so at this point you see a shimmer of light as this shard crashes to the ground. Nothing. You see something appear, but there's nothing there.
Oh, fuck.
Can we stop it from cracking at the moment? So we can do
Take it back up.
Whatever this thing is, you see a slight shimmer in the air as it moves forward, and it is going to attempt to smash Elnatak. Wow.
I'm the Pixar.
Wow,
baby.
good.
Wow.
Wow, bad.
So, I rolled a 2 and a 1.
Nice.
21!
So, not only does it miss, but it's going to hit the Minotaur, as it is in the way. So,
There we go, now
This-
it's in this slow.
seemingly invisible force. What the fuck have you drawn? The seemingly invisible force just cracks this Minotaur in the back. This massive Minotaur, like lumbering in front of you, is suddenly just slammed to the ground and just crushed. It seems to be just completely dead.
What, the Minotaur?
Yes.
Oh, what?
Jesus fucking
The person.
Christ.
Daddy time.
Did he just kill it?
Yep.
With his hands?
With his
Are you paying
invisible
attention?
form.
It wasn't the man, it was the invisible thing that came through the portal.
Goku.
That.
I was looking at Lottie's damage chart.
Ego.
What's your damage chart?
It's not great.
It's another beholder.
So you hear...
Gizmo.
So
No,
that's
not from
slightly different now. So you hear, oh, that's not good. and you see her bring her arm around this empty hand. She brings it around, and as she swings it around, forms from her hand this massive mace.
Fuck
this
yeah.
big maul with a stone head on it about this big.
Like a spiritual weapon.
And she brings it around and cracks it into this seemingly invisible creature.
Teshma.
It's standing still. It's a magical. Or does she walk up to it?
Whoops,
I've
that's,
always
that's a
twice
D12.
as wide.
That's going to hit.
So she's just like waka 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 waka.
Waka waka.
It's Pac-Man and shit.
Yeah, I can't wait to join the fight.
Oh, I just rolled
X-Men
the
things.
complete wrong dice for that.
It's alright, I'm gonna be so useful. Oh shit, my cantrips got stronger.
Oh my god!
Heck yeah, my cantrip got
I'll roll
stronger.
dice for lucky. Ready? Oh shit.
What did I get?
Okay.
You've
So-
only told that joke like past 50 streams every time.
Yeah, but is it ever not been true?
She does that, steps back,
Smokes weed.
and says, if anybody can
No, steps back.
make it more visible, that would be great.
It's there.
Show yourself.
And sort of steps back, sort of trying
Yeah,
to
fat vape.
trying to get out of the way, knowing that you guys want
It's
to
so
get attacks in as well.
She in the wall. What the hell?
No, it's twice wide.
Ogremuck.
Well, at least a bit more
Draw
wide.
on the
How far should
TV.
you go back? Whatever.
She pretty much just steps like out of the. Where is she? Who is she? She's
Baxter.
Dexter, isn't she?
Dexter.
Yeah, she basically just steps back up against this wall, just so that there's enough room for you guys to sort of get through.
Jump over.
Stick an arrow in it.
Well, yeah, I'll try.
What are you fighting? The
Didn't see
invisible
enough.
thing or the man?
So
Invisible man.
this guy is basically pushed through you at this point, and screaming, yelling, runs off down the corridor and around the corner.
Because that's
Attack of opportunity.
If you want, but actually no, you're not there.
Do it, Paladin.
So wait, you click this bar, didn't you? And then go
Okay.
on the script.
You can't attack the invisible thing.
Action.
Mm-hmm.
Skills.
You have none.
23.
Yeah, that hits. Actually, it's with disadvantage because it's invisible. Invisible.
1.
One.
Are you serious?
Nice.
Alright.
Yep.
Fucked if I get
11.
Is one an instant fail for
No,
you, Johnny?
it's not. It's a fail, yeah.
I'll keep rolling
It's
good
a
and then keep
definite
rolling
fail
shit.
with a chance of something bad happening.
What if you have like a
Because
plus?
mine's plus 10.
Yeah, what if you have like a
Yeah,
plus 20?
well, yeah.
20?
That's why I asked if it's an instant
To hit.
fail.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Yep.
Yoshi, what if you have a plus 20?
Technically it is an instant fail, but depends on what's happening. If it's an attack, maybe.
Right.
15 damage.
Yep.
If you got your third attack, you still got Shigami or not?
That was 3 attacks.
You hit once.
I rolled.
It's got disadvantage because it's invisible.
Yeah, but he's shit.
Yeah, I rolled.
Invisibly.
I would have hit and then I rolled a 1. I would have hit and then I rolled 3.
So,
And then I rolled 11 and 12.
Zenith, you can see stood in this cell. Basically, the ceilings, the walls, everything begins to tremble. The shimmering blue force field in front of you begins to quiver. And you can see one by one going around the room, these figures are disappearing, almost popping out of existence. But the room begins to shake. Unfortunately, there's not much you can do unless you would like to prepare anything.
Let me tell you out.
Please.
What if he's. What
I
if
want
he
to hold the
completely
jug
shut
and
out the
save
mirror?
vodka and see if I can have a
Actually,
stronger
yes, you've been
liquid.
drinking the whole time, haven't you? Okay, yep,
What
sure.
if he like,
Can-
completely
can I
shatter the mirror and he's still
Form a
stuck?
stronger alcohol.
Spirits
Yeah.
would probably appear.
Thought.
Cool, I'm going to take a shot of that.
Okay,
A shot.
Yeah.
Cool, good to
Well,
know.
Shit's going to happen, so I'm scared now.
Garth
start
and
drunk.
Helen attack.
I'm
You
already
are
drunk, may as well
on
commit.
deck.
Do it
I'm
to
just
me.
gonna attack
Suicide.
this thing.
Okay,
Smash.
Alright, that's
With-
that's the last shot and then the bottle goes
with
away.
disadvantage as it is invisible.
Oh,
Oh, there's
that's-
the mini that I was looking for to represent
Juicer.
the she-male.
That's fucking
the
hard.
she-male? Why did I say that?
Email. Wow.
I don't know why I said that.
We got a chick with a dick on board.
13 to hit.
There's no such
Hey,
thing as a chick with a dick.
No.
So
Yeah.
You swing it where you think it is, just glides through the air.
Please no.
I keep swinging.
try and light it on fire.
That's a one.
It's not going to be good, is it?
No, that was cocked. It's fine.
No.
Okay, Guff, unless you want to move or bonus action.
Can I try for my bonus action? Can I try and pinpoint its movements with perception by looking at like scuffs on the ground?
No, you can use your action.
Sure, this room is actually quite dusty. Make a perception.
No.
21.
Okay, sure. We'll say your first attack
I
you
just
can do
blow
without
again.
disadvantage.
Dust.
That'd actually work.
I like how using a perception to
fucking
not get
used.
disadvantage is essentially rolling with disadvantage anyway. Because you need the high perception to not get the disadvantage.
14 to hit.
Yes, you do manage.
Fuck!
Oh,
Perfect.
Wait, disadvantage.
I rolled a 3, so it wouldn't have mattered if I had disadvantage anyway. It's already been hit.
Sure. What if you roll 2?
So frost arrow.
So
Fuck yeah.
Didn't you roll your white die, not your blue die?
What's your plus to your bow?
Didn't you roll your white die, not your
11.
blue die?
It's a hit.
Because he's got the mad dex.
Alright, you cheated, Tim.
What? So,
You rolled
but
your
I've got
white
the
die,
mad
didn't you?
strength.
Your white D4,
What?
not your blue
I've got
D4.
mad strength.
Well, what?
Yeah, you both have a
No, that's to see what
fucking
type of
6
arrow
plus
it was.
3 to hit.
Just then, I
Plus,
thought you just rolled just and like, no,
Is
that's
that
that's this one.
No, that's the silver arrow.
Plus-
no, I'm good.
one
Distracted.
because you have a +1 weapon, so you have a 10 to hit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't think.
So who did you give 11?
17.
I meant 9.
23.
9 with
23
the +1
points
and
of
then 10
damage.
for you, so 9
points
for
of
me and 10
damage.
for you,
Okay.
Frost arrow.
I think.
Does the arrow manage to stick in it?
No, the arrow
no.
goes invisible because
You would see it basically hits, and you see the cold from the arrow sort of crack, and sort of almost form icy particles across it. But then it disperses, and the arrow falls to the ground.
now, since a bonus action is you shooting fast, can you shoot at the ice while it's in the air and know where you're shooting?
Well, I've got to make this one with disadvantage.
Ah!
Apparently there's a crackle.
Crackle, snap, pop.
So there's a small
That's gone.
crackle in one of your leads. Prob's not a problem.
And
No, that's going to annoy me. I thought there was. I've noticed something on the sound.
21 to hit.
I'll check it in just a minute.
Yeah, that hits.
Fire arrow.
Tim dropping his guts.
Constantly.
10, 14,
I've got
16,
Lack of air.
26 points damage.
26 points of damage. Okay.
4 fire. So it lights on fire.
26.
It does. And now we can see it.
That's it.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
Throw oil on it.
So at this point, another shard falls from the mirror.
That's the thing.
It smashes to the ground, and in its place forms up a massive green ogre.
Oh gosh.
Ogre.
Mark.
Hey, you can talk to him, right?
Wait, what
O-
happens
ogres
to
at
the-
what?
Sorry,
Right.
not an ogre, a troll.
Oh
Um,
shit.
Troll.
Oh shit.
Mum, why are you here?
So,
Oh shit.
yeah.
Why is Danny DeVito here?
So this thing lumbers forward, sort of getting its balance, and you just hear it. Why so hungry? Feed! And he comes forward with this cleaver and looks like he's just going to immediately attempt to chop you up for his dinner.
Why can't they just be nice?
Yeah, we saved it.
Can we even kill
Which you manage to. He runs forward and goes to swipe. You see him collide with this invisible figure that's in front of him, that's between you and him, and he sort of staggers and falls to the
Wait,
side.
who was he going for?
Looks like he was going for one of you. I forgot you were at the back.
Probably over.
You kept looking at me and I was like, if he wants to run for
He
it.
probably was going for you, but yeah. So that happens.
So trolls regenerate.
Humans are tasty.
No, we're fine.
It's Shrek.
Shrek, is that you?
I just realised we're fine. They don't regenerate from fire.
Yeah,
So-
that's what yeah,
Sorry.
so you gotta kill him.
We're set.
Hmm.
As long as they do fire damage that round, they don't heal.
Arrow?
Ogremark, this
I do
is
fire
that
damage
you.
everywhere.
Exactly.
You chop his body up. What?
What the fuck
Did
is
you
this?
miss?
I have not rolled above 3 this entire game.
That's
so
good.
It's good.
I like your one.
So
Can
you.
you get a dice tray as well?
Yeah. Ogremark feels these two immense rushes of air as these invisible limbs or forces seem to swing past and
Just-
narrowly miss.
Just catch it.
Feeling a bit hot.
Ogremark, you're up.
It's a miss.
I do want to just address this cable issue though. So
Moondog, is that 8?
let me.
Might be.
What we're gonna do real quick. Just take note of what you're rolling.
Stop! Hammer time.
But I'm just going to mute for a second and fix these cables, and then we'll be right back. So just like a 60-second break.
It's cool. I'm going to do a survey in the meantime.
Credits.
Okay. Hopefully that's better. I hope so. I can actually hear it now, so.
Is there a limit on how many you can do there?
No, it just sends it to you. Like, you don't go through and do them, it'll send them to you based on the information.
The survey is ready.
No, there is still a crackle. What is that crackle?
Cool, so you just get a notification when they're ready to. Cool. It's only like, what, 10 surveys for one song?
It's a free song.
Did that get it?
All Pokemon Go.
It's only like 100 surveys for an album. Actually, it'd be closer to like 130 surveys for an album. But
Still free.
Can't wait to rent a movie.
Still crack on.
yeah, movies are cheaper than albums. They're
Yeah, the problem is I don't know what one it is. Actually, I can work out what one it is real quick.
By muting everything else.
Yeah.
Mute me up.
Before you go.
Even if your mum.
No.
nice.
Motown singer.
Mute. And hopefully that fixes it.
What is my age? Oh, I'm 65.
Sorry.
Wait, you had to give them your age?
You got to set it.
Okay, it's definitely one of those.
No, you should put them.
I just logged in with my Google account.
The question
didn't have
is,
any of that on my Google account.
is it that one? Or is it this one?
1 or 2?
La 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 la.
1 or 2?
1.
Or 2?
What about 3? 2
Which is better?
or 3?
1 or
It's that
2?
one. Okay, so it's channel 4. Alright.
Channel 1?
Fuck.
Channel 4.
Or channel 4?
Scott, can you wiggle channel 4 on that interface up the top there? The one on the right? The one on the far right. Just, yeah, sort of wiggle that lead a little bit.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
I don't know, I can't hear it, so I'm just hoping that goes away. Hopefully it goes away.
Which microphone is it?
I don't know, it's one of the roads. Okay, hopefully it seems like that's gone. No, it's still there.
Just take the... If it's a shotgun one, just take it out.
It is a shotgun one, yeah. But okay, I'm just gonna mute channel 4.
Scott's taking it out, plug it back in.
Yeah, you unplugged and replugged.
Hey, sorry, I can't hear what you guys are saying.
Scott took it out and put it back in.
Yeah.
Oh God, don't do that when it's not muted. Sorry.
Get wrecked. 1 second.
Okay, these new microphones are
Touchy.
finicky.
Shotgun.
Okay. Hopefully it's okay. If there's a little bit of a crackle, I'm sorry.
Let us
I
know.
will
Shoot, Scott.
solve it. I'll buy some new leads and get it fixed. It's fine.
What about the leads I gave you?
So,
I didn't hit.
18 to hit does hit.
Did you get any money, Lucky?
No, no,
Uh-huh.
fuck off.
15 damage.
Yep.
I rolled a 2, and I'm like, fuck. Rolled again. Rolled a 1.
15. 1.
Skit, please. Stoofy, please.
13?
To hit
Yeah.
is not enough.
Oh, plus is 14.
Is that you?
Yep.
Okay. Keshma steps forward with this massive maul as she attempts. Ooh, that's going to hit, which is enough regardless of what she rolls.
Aww.
KS, bro.
Brings this mauler and you can see it hits towards the upper section of this invisible creature, and for a split second you see this blue sort of ethereal shape, almost ghostly, but this horrific looking torn face sort of appear and then disperse into nothing. With that, another shard falls. This time you see a humanoid figure, looks like an elf, but quite a dark-skinned elf. And this drow sort of
Dexter.
picks himself up and looks around, this look of panic on his face, and immediately he goes to rush by you guys and just take off. So unless you're stopping him with a reaction, you just want to attack of opportunity. Okay.
Why are we
Yeah,
why are we hiring this dude?
It's a Drea.
Racist. Fuck.
Cat wipes at something.
You missed. No, you probably didn't.
16. No, because he's evil and Shigami says kill
16, did you say?
Does
Yes.
Shigami say anything?
I think that'll hit. Yep.
Well, that's the flaw.
What is it?
Never show mercy to evildoers. Drows are evil.
He's not wrong.
Sigh.
Yeah, roll damage.
He is playing his character.
Oh, apparently I played my character and going to attack the Minotaur.
So,
I'm fearless and not afraid to take great risks.
Yeah, that's why I got rid of it, because I was like, fuck that.
13 damage.
Okay. Which prevents him moving. So, sorry, no, it doesn't. Because you don't have Sentinel. I thought you had Sentinel for some reason.
Got 10 more.
Huh? So,
I've got that thing that you said.
the drow
Oh my god.
is going to run off, and you see him disappear behind the corner. Actually,
So that whole thing was pointless.
yeah, I just
Johnny
realised.
just wanted to show off Darth Vader.
Yeah, I just
Oh, no fucking Darth Vader.
Cool. That happened.
It's a fucking scene.
Do I get my
where
turn
he's
now?
just walking down
Yes,
the
from you I
hallway.
want a Constitution saving throw, please.
Alright. That was a solid 4.
You
Okay.
dumb boy.
Yep. Your vision's beginning to blur. It's sort of hard to
Just want
make
to start
out
fighting us.
what's distorted from the force field and what's distorted from the amount of alcohol you've consumed in a very short amount of time.
Would I have been able to see who has just, like, the people that have gone yet?
Yeah. So you could see there's
think
still a
about this chat
humanoid
level.
figure in one of the cells. There's
We
still
will
the
try.
four-armed gargoyle.
Probably not.
Another humanoid.
Because that can save us a
And
lot. That could do a lot for us.
Yeah.
I think the rest. Yeah, so there's 3 humanoids still in, and the gargoyle.
Right, and I would have seen that the troll had been just...
Yes.
Right, I'm just going to pull out crossbow and be like, alright, I'm next, hopefully. And then ready in action to shoot a troll as soon as I see a troll.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. So
Sounds like a fucking terrible idea.
Rolls a 1, misses,
the
comes through
troll
us.
was after them. So you're up, Ogremark.
Cool.
Here we go.
Let's go on, troll boy.
So you're gonna keep trying to fuck the drow.
Is drunk
the
a
drow
condition that I
How
can
much
give
you check?
myself on
Yeah.
D&D
40
VR?
Nah, I already swung to attack the
What are you doing?
troll.
was trying to see if I
Yep.
could give myself the condition of drunk on D&D Beyond.
26.
It's not there.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Should be. Extra on charisma or no?
Let's hope so, because I don't do ranged
I was so
attacks
sad
most
that I
of the
rolled a
time
1,
anyway.
but then I'm even happier that I just rolled a nat 20.
Poggers
For what?
attacking.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I thought you were still rolling with disadvantage. I was gonna say it doesn't.
No.
Yeah, you're right.
Can't
So,
roll a 20.
Yeah. So
Watch
damage
that.
wise.
D12, please. D12.
How many do you need? Why are you
fucking
talking
fine.
about
Three.
Eminem's
Well.
shitty band?
How do you need 3d12? Oh, you get double on crits. There you go.
No, just an extra die. Well, I'll get double and an extra die.
Bet you rolled fucking garbage, didn't you?
7 damage.
Please tell me this.
Was it actually?
Nah.
Did you roll a 4, a 2, and a 1?
A 1, a 4, and an 8. So it's
You
13.
are fucking trash.
13 points.
16. And
16.
Strength.
Then, yeah, no, and then my other attack, which was 25 total.
I did
25 total.
that. Oh, Scott. No worries, chin.
Okay. Is
I
that
feel
you?
like you should do more.
I did that amount of damage in an arrow.
Yeah, I rolled fucking garbage on me dice.
Oh, garbage.
And I don't have any modifiers.
You rolled 3d12.
So, you've readied your action.
That's like the maximum I
Garth
got
and
39.
our attack.
And I get 13.
What's here to attack?
Just
the troll.
Troll.
I'm gonna attack the
What
troll.
happened to the crazy dude? Oh, he ended up
The
running.
crazy
as well.
dudes ran off a little while ago.
Yeah.
21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That's 6.
As has the drought. Where's our initiative?
I could use
16
savage attacks on the
damage.
1.
Oh.
Sorry?
16 damage.
Are you enraged?
I rolled 2.
6 of which is fire.
Yeah, are you in range?
Nah,
It's going savage attacks.
this guy.
Yeah, savage attacks or something.
And 22 to hit.
So there's savage attacks, which is reroll dice, and there's savage attacker, which will let you add an extra
Okay.
die onto your crit.
Jesus. It's a savage everything. Surely they could have changed it to something
Yeah, there's
else.
savage attacks and savage
17
attacker.
damage.
Yep.
2 is fire.
Who are you fighting the troll?
Why couldn't they just call it like wild attacker or
Yep.
I don't know. Any synonym for the word savage.
3. Yep.
And then there's savager,
Is that you?
Yeah.
scavenger.
Okay. So,
Spavager.
Garth, you're up. It's dead. Drow.
Oh, I thought you said the troll.
Oh, you still got to fight a troll, and
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
is that all that's there to fight at the moment?
Yeah,
Nice.
and a man who run past as well.
27 hit.
Yeah, a drought, which you're obviously going to hunt
No,
down.
and a man as well.
20 what?
7.
Yeah.
Who can't speak
Sure.
English
Oh, can you move me up, Jordan?
Nah.
before you go.
Before you turn into a homo. 12. 16. 18. 26 points of damage.
Not bad.
First attack.
Yeah, you get a free 1d8 for like your fucking.
Yeah.
You get free.
How much damage, sorry?
You got a free 1 in 12. Fuck you.
Was that 28?
26 for the first
Which I
attack.
proceeded to roll a 1 in.
Yeah, 'cause you're... That didn't even look like a move, did it?
Yeah, nah, re-roll that.
Fuck off. 24.
It wasn't a proper roll.
Come on.
He
Fire
just
arrow.
dropped it.
Fire!
Thunder.
No. Thunder.
Fire arrow. That's a fire arrow.
What else do I have?
Mm.
You didn't make any poison with your poisonous kit, did you?
Do I have to roll to pass this?
Oh, actually, I might have made a potion.
15.
Because if so, then I
17
might
points
have a
damage,
potion
but
of
only
poison
1
with
point
me.
of thunder. So it's not a very
Probably.
thunderous
Okay.
arrow.
So,
Just say no.
It's strength and my save is 7.
So, this arrow, you guys see this arrow thuds into the troll's chest and explodes, blowing the chest of this troll open, and blood and
Chaosing.
muck goes all over all of you. I need a strength save from you and an attack, please.
Easy.
Not bad.
23.
You should...
Oh, I've even plus 8.
D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I know what it is. It's plus 7.
What'd you roll?
Yeah.
7 plus 4.
No, that's fine.
no, I was
So
just
both
not
of you
thinking.
sort of expecting this sort of brace yourself. The force of this arrow passes over you.
Can we
Like,
get it
catch
ready
part
when
of,
this
like,
fucking
troll
range
just
is
roll
around?
at him. Like the troll's head.
Yeah, make a dexterity. It will be a reaction, but
Catch the troll's head, bitch.
Not bad.
70. I rolled
Yeah.
70.
you like manage to grab this big chunk of flesh as it's like flying apart, spin around and hurl it down the corridor towards Elnatak. Towards
I
Garth.
was gonna say.
Stop fucking blowing shit.
Garth, this
I killed it.
massive, fleshy, bloody piece of meat just smacks you in the face.
Fuck's sake.
It's
Fuck
gross.
it.
You're the terrorist blowing shit up.
I'm killing shit unlike you.
So,
Somebody burn the body. I would say.
So I assume
chop
that
up
means
its
that
body.
the troll is dead.
yes.
Chop its body up.
With that, you look around after throwing this, grin on your face, just in time to see a dark-skinned hand appear from behind the corner and an orange light fly out down the corridor. I'm going to need a raise hand.
It's weird.
You fucked
You
this.
pissed the drow off.
You fucked this.
I could just pull up Dexter's sheet, which might be quicker, but I'll do it here instead.
Baxter's not here anymore.
No, he just has the same spell.
Fuck it, Scott.
You took it.
You piece of
It's a
shit.
drow.
Actually,
It's evil.
actually.
Mm.
So, you see this orange small ball fly
Oh,
out
shit.
down the corridor towards you, which you would recognise as being Fireball. Luckily, in a
Not bad.
split second, Keshma turns around, waves her hand, and this white wall passes down the corridor, and as it passes through the orange, it disperses. This clearly drow at the end of the corridor. You see this look of fear on his face as he realises his spell has just been dispelled, and he seems again to take off.
I'm gonna kill this fuck.
Dipshit. Yeah, I'm gonna go around the corner.
So, at this point, another shard falls from the mirror,
We might have
one of
no
the
problems.
few left. And this time, a human man falls out.
I was hoping it was me so that I could shoot the dead body of the troll. Because I've already done action to shoot the troll.
Is this like wave defense?
He falls out, and he has his longsword in hand, and immediately brings it around, resting on his arm, and he looks across at you, and he says, "Are we friends?
We're all good.
Are you evil?
Are you
Do I look evil?"
What do you look? What's he look like?
Do I see
Evil.
anything on his chest, like any insignia? That's fucking cool.
No.
You got that real close to my head. I was like, when I watched it, I was like, oh, okay, that's close.
Actually, you would recognise it as being
Can you stop pointing a fucking sword
as
at
being
me?
one of the various adventurers you've seen throughout the tomb, wearing yellow, has the same emblazoned thing as the shield you're carrying.
Soler!
He seems to be one of the company of the Yellow Banner that you've sort of encountered throughout the tomb. Wears the same yellow garb, a yellow tabard across his front, but yeah, he just has this longsword left, and he's sort of eyes darting around between you, especially at the woman who seems to catch his attention. But yeah,
Yeah,
he
I'm
sort of
glad I'm
looks
not
around.
there.
And, yeah.
I definitely look evil with my screaming devil amulet and screaming devil shield.
Yeah, true.
He says, "All right, okay, fine." He sort of lowers the sword.
We're here to help.
Can we ever do a surprise attack on
Sorry?
the next thing coming out?
Well, this is happening in initiative, essentially.
See, the issue
So
is
if you
if
were
you did,
preparing
you wouldn't
it-
be able to choose what it was.
Oh yeah. Next
On
thing that
your-
comes
on
out,
your-
just
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
hold the attack.
Wait.
So that happens immediately after another shard falls, and this time the glass hits a large shard, drops to the ground.
Oh, it's
It shatters. So we need a mini for that's Xanath.
Do you want me to just use the same one as this one?
The
We'll
Belfry
try.
What
gargoyle.
one? No, we need a
The Belfry gargoyle.
That's a human. It's not a
humanoid.
So that's Jeff.
That's Pox.
Pops.
Yep, for
What
your
poxy name.
reference.
god. What a name.
So
That was so shit.
this large, almost half the mirror drops to the ground and shatters. In its place, this form begins to shift, almost as if it's too large to fit in this room, but slowly takes up into the form of one of the four-armed gargoyles.
There's a gargoyle right there.
Yeah, I know, but he's probably too big.
No,
Never.
that's what she said. About my mortgage.
and forms
Jesus
in.
Christ,
well,
that's
actually,
massive.
I had a gene stealer here. Into the four-armed gargoyles that you've seen previously.
Can you put the gargoyle behind it anyway, just because it looks cool?
And you could say, sure.
Yay.
But,
That's
oh, it's not on. It's not on the camera anyway. But
There you go.
so
I think it's on.
this gargoyle sort of finishes taking its form and immediately looks around snarling, looks over towards you.
There's 2 gargoyles.
Peace.
And you actually hear Pox say, "This is what I was running from when I came in here." And it sort of locks eyes on him and immediately goes to attack.
Should have paid
Sucks
the
to be
toll.
him.
If I can find its stats.
Still good to have fodder.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't really have a choice at this point.
No. There's only 2 more people to come out.
How do you know that?
Have you been counting?
It's just a guess.
Yeah.
Has there been
It
10
looks like
shards?
there's 2 more shards left to fall, Scott. Duh.
I don't know where this thing's stats.
What if like it's completely broken and it doesn't come out?
Ah, there we go.
What if we catch the last shard and catch it before it breaks
Then I apparate in your hand.
through my hand,
Yeah.
and then you are my hand,
So,
and then I beat you with people.
You have a
Beating him with your hand.
That doesn't sound good.
wow.
That
Okay.
doesn't sound good
beating
at
him
all.
So-
off real hard.
I don't like the noises that Johnny was making.
So, this thing is moving forward. Pox, Ogremuck, and Alnatak, you're all going to be taking attacks here. So, at Pox,
fuck? How?
Because it's weapon.
18, one of these hits.
Or probably because it's got like 7 attacks.
4.
This is how we die.
7, 4 is...
The first time you don't say that is when we're actually gonna die.
At Ogremuck.
Yeah, I wasn't here last week and Baxter died.
At Alnatak, what's your AC?
19.
Same.
9s.
It's going to hit.
Oh
What
my
the
god.
So, you both get hit for this.
This is craptacular.
For you.
As
Yeah.
this gargoyle... What the fuck is that dice?
It's all on.
Good thing that
So-
didn't hit the glass.
You were the weakest link. Goodbye.
You're both going to take 8 points.
That's not bad.
That's not
Not bad at all.
As this gargoyle
To your
lunges
permanent health.
forward, swinging all 4 of its
Don't.
arms just wildly.
What? What?
Pointing doesn't solve it.
Yeah, look, you're not really doing
Yeah.
anything.
What?
Some mechanical pen.
God, use your words.
Yeah!
So,
Oh, I didn't break it.
I do. So,
Who's the one gone?
this thing lunges forward, swinging its arms around. It manages to hit... Actually, does that... Do you need a save for that?
No.
No, you're fine. Yeah, okay. So, that's
Dramatic
pretty
pause
much...
for
Sorry. yeah.
Effect.
That's pretty much its go. That's him.
Time to fuck it up.
Oh...
Good luck, man.
I'm just getting so confused about this initiative. Everyone's being added and taken away. Who just went? Cashman did. Did you go? You haven't gone, so it's you.
Oh, back smash! Did you roll shit again?
11. I rolled 11.
Oh, okay.
20 to hit.
7, 11.
Gargoyle.
He's somewhere.
15 damage. 24 to hit.
Watch me roll.
Because it's not
10
wrong.
damage.
Roll.
25.
Yeah.
7-11 is an inside joke.
18
Pass.
Yes, is enough.
Will you drink the rest of that? Purple cream. If I roll dual 100s.
No.
Come on.
36
No.
damage.
Okay,
You're gonna eat it. If I do it.
cool.
No.
Is that you?
Yep.
How much
All
damage?
3 attacks?
36.
With 3 attacks.
Okay.
All you had to do was roll 12 and that would have been it.
So, Pox goes.
3 attacks, roll 12.
Only 3 of them.
He makes 2 attacks, that misses. That will
Well, no, 'cause then that was
also
that,
miss.
sorry.
Which is
Um, So Pox, in fear, lunges forward with his longsword. Sort of trips a little bit as he moves forward and doesn't manage to land either of the blows.
long sort of gargoyle slang.
What's a gargoyle class does?
Zenith, at this point,
Oh.
you feel extremely cold as your essence seems to get sucked away, and then
It's
you
construct.
appear right behind this gargoyle,
In his butthole.
and you are hammered.
I'm gonna fucking get the troll.
So drunk, by the way, means you have disadvantage on any attacks or actions.
Cool.
You fucking.
He's just gonna
Does my held action go off?
Yes.
I shoot the troll's body.
Well, the troll. Sure. Yes. What's left of the troll's body, you
That's a 1.
Oh no.
manage to completely miss. I'd say with where you actually come out, your one manages to like plink off the gargoyle, and it sort of turns around and sort of snarls at you.
Oh.
Just smashes him back into
I
the
thought
mirror.
you were just gonna be like drunk, go "Ah, boom, straight into one of us.
So this gargoyle is pretty much blocking the space between you and the mirror now. It is huge. So
Ricochets it off a wall into us or something.
with that, we're back to the top. Garth and Alan attack.
Grand attack.
Oh shit.
Element attack attacks. Stay tuned. Oh, that was so close to being 20.
Yep. It sure was. 18 to hit.
Does hit.
Fuck.
What's Scott? Give me my pen back, you dog. He's drawing on it. He's drawing on it. He yelled at me for that last time.
What?
Stop drawing on my box. What? Me last try.
I'm gonna use Divine Smite.
Tim, it's a fucking grey lead. You could just rub it out.
Yeah, I know.
He's like, oh god.
That's what I said last time.
Sorry, what did you?
I'm
What?
gonna use Divine Smite.
Yep.
I need another D8.
The one smitted.
Thanks.
What's the... Did we go over the past tense of smite?
Smitted.
Smoke.
Isn't it smitten?
It is.
You're in love with a gargoyle, you dickhead.
Nice.
29
Are you
damage.
serious?
29 damage.
Yep.
Man, that's more than 2 of Scott's attacks.
Yeah, because he's fucking bullshit.
I didn't know barbarians could wield pillows.
Go
14
to
to
range.
hit.
14.
Yeah.
Not enough.
For fuck's sakes, what are you doing?
Being a fucking retard. You've probably broken all the lead inside of it now.
It's not mine.
Oopsie. Okay. Is that you?
Yep.
Okay, Garth.
Did
you're
you
up.
miss your other attack?
With a 14.
So we were thinking about taking a rest after this, aren't we?
Will we? No, we're not.
We don't have the food to keep just resting.
Exactly. We've got 3 days of rations.
From Dexter.
I'm gonna cast Hail of Thorns.
Yep.
And I'm gonna attack.
So if we had a cleric, we'd just create food.
Really?
Just cantrip.
Yeah,
sure.
that's gonna hit.
What?
28. You
Isn't
sure?
that create food? Or was that create?
Oh wait, that's my class.
A cleric cantrip.
Frost.
Yeah, no, I think it's conjure food and water. You know,
Yeah.
I was thinking a good berry, which is the druid one, but I think that's a spell. Like a level 1 or
10.
something.
12. 20 points of damage.
Yep.
On the first arrow.
Is that it?
Oh, actually, no, because I cast Hail of
Any spells that I could
Thorns.
cast
It
if I can't kill.
does 20 plus 7, and it's got to make a save of. I keep getting
I
that.
feel like he's just adding random shit to your fucking numbers.
I said I cast Hail
He's
of
like,
Thorns before.
I'm gonna do this, which adds a d20.
My name's not Lachlan. It's got to make a dex
My
saving
character
throw.
can literally do that though.
A dex saving throw.
Yeah.
I've moved off of its stats, so it feels better.
Is that a disadvantage because he's too big for the room?
A dex save.
Mm,
Okay. What's your DC?
that's a great question. It'll be 8
Oh, that's gonna pass.
plus. Okay, it takes either 3 or 4, whatever you want. Half of 7.
You round up, so
4. Cool.
4
Alright.
points.
Second attack.
I've already added the 7. You fucking cuck.
Well, take 3. It's like cocked on a 19. 21.
To hit, yeah.
Blackjack.
Thunder arrow.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Wow. This is gonna be good.
Oh, Jesus.
That is a shit roll.
8. 8. 16 points damage.
16.
But it's only one thunder, so it's not very thunderous.
Almost seems as if the thunder doesn't have much of an effect on him. So,
And surrounding.
I need a strength save from Xanath, Ogamuk, Alnatak, Pox.
Disadvantage.
No, your saves aren't disadvantaged. Pox failed.
What did you get?
That is a 21.
I got a 10.
What did you get?
No.
Why are you so
21.
garbage?
Okay, so you two are fine.
Yes.
Ogamuk and Pox, both of you get blown back from this force, not expecting it, and slam into the wall.
Being around you, we should just fucking expect it all the time, to be honest.
He rolled on that one.
If I rolled a
but
2,
being
You
around
literally
you,
needed to get a 10 DC.
yeah, if I rolled a 2, I would have got 10.
You had the option to choose what elements
Both.
it is, and you chose.
Both
thunder.
taking a point of bludgeoning
I think I
damage as
did.
you slam
You
against
did.
the wall.
No, he did.
No, he didn't get the choice. He kind of
Oh.
suggested them, and Johnny was like, "Yeah, they sound good enough."
What?
When we were making the quiver.
Elements.
Didn't you give me? No, Johnny gave me the element.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
no,
we
no.
were kind of spitballing out in the open what they
On the
could
last
be.
one. Because we said fire shot.
Potentially. Because I think the item I based it on had 3, and we wanted to make it 4, so we added 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
Acid would have been cooler.
No.
Maybe if you go to somebody who can enchant stuff. Well.
Acid.
Yeah, we give it to
Yes, it would have.
So,
We would have got so
with
fucked
that-
up with how shit he is.
is that you done then?
It's
Hit us,
not
yeah.
like,
Yes.
it's just like a little bit of acid.
Okay.
So it's not like
He
splash
is
acid.
running. Keshma steps forward and brings her
He's hit me
maul
how
to
many
bear,
times?
Good old
Not
Kesha.
that many. Oh, yeah,
which
sorry,
she does
wrong
not manage to
ranger.
hit. Actually, with her ridiculous stat, she might actually hit.
Who is it? Kesha.
Keshma.
I love Kesha.
2 shoots another thunder arrow. I'll shoot a thunder arrow at him.
Go
Why do I keep turning off
That
this
is a
page?
fucking
He's not even looking at
That is
me.
a terrible idea.
He's done.
You should have had a lighter.
That's not thunder. That's
Dude.
fucking.
Water.
Okay.
Walk you.
No, that's ice.
No, she doesn't manage to hit, by the way. So, that is her move. Ogamuk. No, the gargoyle.
Oh,
So,
Can't
no.
swing at me because I'm underground.
Fair.
So,
Understandable.
this will be Ogamuk, Elnatak, Pox, Xanath, and
Jesus Christ.
Keshma.
Kesh.
So, Keshma.
I love Kesha.
That is a hit. Let's
Why don't
roll
we just
damage.
leave the room?
Yeah, we should be like now.
Nah, experience points, bruh.
No, is it like just stand back a bit?
It's just like you do everything.
Just keep shooting it until it falls to bits.
Literally.
Until it starts breathing
cool.
fire or some shit down the corridor.
Good point.
Elnatak.
You played Dark Souls too much.
Yes.
Or not enough, Scott.
It's only 14, not going to hit.
Probably later.
Ogamuk
Fuck, I'm good.
is a nat 20.
Also,
Oh, rough.
Well,
So,
Scott. Oh, you can't die in one hit, that's alright.
yeah, about that. I'm pretty sure have I used that this rest?
so 10,
Yeah.
20,
I
24
wasn't here
points
for
of
the
damage.
beholder.
Pen, please.
How do you not have a pen?
I don't know, because you fucking stole it.
I've got like 70 pens over here.
No, the
Oh, the
red
pencil.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a
So
red
try
one
not to
over here.
throw this one, champ.
Oh, I did take that too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just let him ride with the.
Mm.
This one.
Yeah. No.
Jesus fuck. Thanks, Tex.
Yeah, I'll find it in the break. Cool.
So
So,
was it 24?
24, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Here you go,
Xanath.
Scott.
Oh, there's about 18 Pokeballs on zero.
There you go.
18?
Fucking that's what I see.
Points of damage. For a crit.
7,
That's
11
no.
points.
That's not how that works.
And Pox.
Hey, on the plus side, I didn't take any damage from the beholder fight.
What do you mean that's not how it works?
Does anybody want to go to the reserve field playground?
No.
Does not hit.
Why are you
Trying to
asking
pick
to
up
go to a
children.
playground?
Okay,
Googity googity.
that's his turn. Ogamuk.
There's a
I stand up.
over there.
Yep.
And I swing.
I'm a simple orc. I stand up and I swing.
Swing, batter.
23 to hit.
Yeah.
Open kill.
8.
Oh, I'm angry. Oh,
16 hit.
to be great.
Is not enough.
sitting down. Ogamak, stand down. Ogamak, now time from standing up. Ogamak, sit down.
8 damage.
8 points. Cool. Okay.
That's what you get playing a half orc.
Fox makes 2 attacks.
With his gargoyle slaying.
One hits,
long-
one does not.
I just rolled on the ball.
You fucking kidding me? Oh god.
Max damage.
What you garbage?
We'll pass through it.
So 2
Hit him with that fucking crystal.
is 11. 121.
Let's see.
Cool. That's him, Xana.
You brain dead.
Oh, it rolled on.
I'm gonna cast
Lehman's time powder in it.
Fairy Fire on it,
Okay.
which
Oh, I'll just do that.
I found out we've been doing slightly wrong.
7.
Okay.
It's actually a dex save as to whether or not it affects them.
Right. So dex save.
What is?
That's cool. 8. It's going to be a fail.
What is?
The Fairy Fire.
Ah.
It's not actually.
What were we
just-
making?
How can
We
you
were just having
dodge
it hit
light?
them. Yeah.
Oh.
And then bonus action, Bardic Inspiration on the Paladin.
Okay. Cool.
Because he
So
needs
back around on attack, you're up then.
do something useful.
Which means
Yes.
I am
25 to hit.
Yeah.
first level spells.
I'm going to have to change my spell.
Also going to use another first level.
Wait, what?
Mhm.
One smart. Tim, I need a D8 again, please.
And I'm almost out of Bardic Inspiration.
I love the way at the start of this stream we were like, who needs that many dice? And then you're constantly like, I need a D6, I need a D10, somebody leave me a D8.
Oh, that's fucking atrocious.
8, 10, 13,
22 damage.
22 points. 22 points.
2 damage. 2 damage.
Learn. Why did it not let
You
me hit
you
the
hit this thing and
learn
it is like cracking. It is beginning to fall apart.
I
It
have
is.
another attack.
button? Okay, so,
Yeah.
Don't forget the advantage.
Yeah, if I need it.
that's a
Or can you use it
restoration.
for
No,
attack?
the advantage.
Yeah, it has advantage
Oh.
on it now. Yeah. Just roll that again, see if you get a nat 20.
No.
Wait, how come I can't learn spells?
They're just the exact
What do you
same
mean?
fucking thing. 19.
Is enough, yep.
It says 0.
What's your plus damage? Plus
9.
Yeah, what's it look like?
0 out of 4 is the spells that
Be
you have
careful.
Yeah.
learned.
I forget.
So
Swing
did-
up through it and it just obliterates.
Just like like that
Yeah, you click the
what
learn
is that
button next to
movie,
it.
How
a
about
stone
if I click
thing,
it, nothing
yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
Just like bring it up
Just
right
bring it
between
up. This,
shards of stone ricochet around this room as they fly across,
I'm
exploding
confused.
out from
I
this
think it's
construct.
broken. I got an API error on it
And I'm
before,
just-
so it could just
at
be
the end of
issues
it,
at
I'm
the
just
moment.
standing there like this, holding my axe up on my shoulder.
Yeah.
It was
Just
fine.
posing after.
Went back as a oh.
So
Yeah.
with this large stone construct now out of the way, for the first time you can all see each other looking a little bit bruised, a little bit covered with
Did you kill
dust. But all in all, intact.
I thought there was another humanoid to come out.
Nothing else has come out. You can see the last shards have fallen out of the mirror while that's happening, but nothing else has come out.
Well, that was an experience. Who would have guessed you can get trapped in a mirror?
So you see Keshma sort of almost throws a maul sort of over her shoulder, sort of mimicking what you'd done. But as she does it, it disperses into dust and falls to the
Oh
ground.
fuck, that's way cool.
Says, right, well, good to see
You have some
maybe
hand
some of
axes,
you
yeah?
can hold your own in
I'll
combat.
buy them off you.
No.
I'll buy them for double their price.
She doesn't really know what to say.
I just stare at
20
her
gold.
with like
I
a
need
smile on my
axes.
face and like
It
almost.
turns
a
out I
twinkle in
have
my
dual
eye.
fighting, so I can dual wield hand axes and. But
They're my hand axes.
I'll
So-
buy them for double value. You can buy 4 hand axes for that price.
Would I rather have a hand axe or
Cool.
20 gold?
Alright, all my
I'd
spells
rather
are
have a hand
now.
axe.
I'll give you a longsword
I'll learn
and
my spells.
some gold for it.
I don't want a longsword. I can't throw longswords.
You can throw a longsword.
You can throw whatever the fuck you want, Scott.
I like throwing axes.
Well, buy the hand axes.
Can I mark Panda?
Does anyone else have hand axes that they would be willing to sell me?
So,
No.
it's right on 7 if you guys want to take a quick break. Do we want to do that? I can find Scott's pen so he stops having a meltdown.
Yeah, jeez.
Stealing my shit.
Yeah, purely so Scott stops having a breakdown.
Yeah, otherwise.
Yes.
I might try and fix that crackle as well. So we'll just take a quick 5-minute break.
That's a 13 dex save.
I'll try and fix the crackle.
Oh, I
we'll
found it.
grab some drinks and we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching.
But after him.
Hopefully, gents.
Majin Buu.
It sounds like I've got rid of the thing. So,
Do it on your forehead now. Threw the pencil away.
it sounds like I got rid of the
Get your other
crackle.
one.
I replaced the cable with an emergency backup cable that I had on hand, and hopefully it's gotten rid of it. So, I was like, who's talking? It's me in the headset. So, without further ado, let us continue. So, you guys are now stood in a room. This room is a mess. There is a bloody mess of a troll corpse strewn across the ground, which is now covered with pieces of stone and dust. It is a big, clumpy mess.
Can I start
around your
searching
feet.
through some bodies?
Which
weapon
bodies?
Okay, so the gargoyle probably doesn't have anything. What was it? There was a gargoyle, a troll.
And a minotaur.
Let's search through the minotaur.
The minotaur. Well, there's not really much to search through. That was my weird reaction to that. Basically,
Yeah, well, I
the
think it was
minotaur
much.
was wearing like this loincloth. Basically, that's about it. He had his massive axe sort of thing that he was carrying.
back. It's in your outfit.
A loincloth?
You pervert. He's a girl
The
still.
the troll was wearing basically nothing, and the gargoyle obviously had nothing on
Relics.
him either. But yeah, there's
Right.
biological features if you were so
Yeah.
inclined.
Obviously. I've
But-
already got...
Otherwise,
There's a new arm for you.
Gargoyle teeth.
No, we had
What the
a
fuck? Who remember?
we had a gorilla tooth. We had something else as well, apart from the gorilla tooth, didn't we?
I asked Pox how long he's been
Oh no, I had the horn. I'm gonna harvest that.
Well,
The gargoyles have
introduce
claws.
myself and then.
Can I harvest the gargoyle claw?
no, the gargoyle is just shattered. It
I
looks like when
obliterated
it
it.
was destroyed, it just blew apart into small pieces.
You won't snort
What
it.
about minotaurs? Do they have horns?
Yes.
Can I harvest the minotaur claw?
What have you got to cut it off?
A long sword.
Not a hand axe.
Unless you could like chop into its head and remove like the skull around the bone, the horn essentially. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty hard to cut through it. But Pox says, well, he introduces himself for size. He
I'm just
says,
standing over the minotaur trying to think of how to get its horn off.
says I'm Pox. I've been here for I don't know how long. Time in that place was seemingly endless. I wouldn't get hungry. I wouldn't get tired. It was just endless time spent stood there waiting. I have no idea.
What year did you enter the tomb?
I don't know. I can't remember. I remember
Better question. What year is it now?
I came here with companions.
The yellow banner?
I don't know.
He's been in there for a long time.
We came to stop something.
I reached out my hand and say, "You've got new companions now."
Yes. Thank you.
That was good.
I feel I might need them. I don't feel quite myself, but I have my sword and I'm willing to use it.
Do you have a hand axe by any chance?
He just like looks confused over at you and he's no.
Damn.
Doesn't Ogamac have hand axes?
Yeah, but he won't sell them to me.
Do we have a spare shield? We would now, wouldn't we?
Unless you just threw it on the ground when you got your new shield.
Yeah, I'd say carrying 2 shields would have seemed like a pretty pointless thing.
Have you ever played Dark Souls 3?
Well, we know where there is a shield.
Surely Captain
It's in the
America
vault
has
of
two
the
shields.
beholder.
You hear Kesharon at this point. Great, another pitiful life form to continue with. So
Do you have a hand axe?
she's wearing like this silk dress, like which barely covers her. She's like
I look at her and say, "Don't pay attention to him."
her.
Yeah.
I correct you to her.
For this stream.
That's a common mistake.
Yeah. Yep. So you make your way up to that corner, and from that corner you can hear distinct sounds of extremely heavy footsteps, the odd crackle of energy going off, and just constant. But it sounds like there's some sort of combat echoing from down that hallway.
Oh, I didn't pay the gargoyles.
Dumbass tried to leave it out. Genius.
So-
I'll peek around the corner.
Like up this way?
Yeah.
Make a stealth check for me.
You rolled fucking shit on that dude, didn't you?
7.
Okay, so you like creep up enough to the point that you can sort of see out. Luckily, they appear to be in combat and not paying too much attention to their surroundings. But all 4 of these large gargoyles are chasing this drow as he darts around the room, throwing fire bolts, ice bolts, anything you can conjure to try and keep them off him as he's frantically looking around for a way to get out of this room. You can see
They don't kill
also
him.
about 10 foot from the end of this corridor is the human man that first came out of the mirror, and he is a flat, pulpy mess on the floor.
Hmm.
Cool.
What's the drow got doing?
So, what do you want to do?
What can I see ahead of me? Straight.
Straight ahead, you can see a doorway at the end of this corridor.
Black paper.
Yeah, if you edge that back, you can
Darkness.
see that there is a door there.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yeah, there's just a door at the end of that corridor. I will.
You guys want to have a little lie down, have a rest,
No.
have some food?
Wait, Keshmar,
I had some healing though.
have
Yes.
you come
Well,
past the
stiff shit.
gargoyles at any
I
point?
can't heal you until we.
Once they're done with the drow, you might want to pay them. What's it when you pay like a
Toll.
Tuition.
fee? Yeah,
Toll.
an offering to the gargoyles,
Right.
or you might be in trouble like our good friend over there.
You don't know about it, but sure.
Well, they can. Can you hear it from here?
Well, maybe.
I'll roll perception.
Okay.
Yeah. See how good your ears are.
Pretty fucking good. 22. Actually.
Yeah, you can hear.
Nah,
You
make
hear
it too
stuff
much. I'm
going
just
on.
yelling, so you can't hear anything.
He's stealth over there. but commentating.
Ogamark's standing at the end of the corridor just making like a constant just so that you can't hear anything.
You fucking would too.
I am doing it.
So you can see straight ahead of you, it isn't necessarily a door, but you can see there is a stone slab, similar to the one with the hieroglyph floor, just a sheer stone slab. This one has a painted figure on it as well. This one is a male human who's like gaunt appearance, like skin sunken into his facial features, wearing a hooded cloak.
Nice.
And you can see it all across its face. It almost appears as if it's wearing some sort of mask, even covered with stars. But you can see the figure is holding up its left hand with its palm sort of extended out, painted on this door.
Touch it.
You get all that?
So was that a yes or a no to having a little lie down?
No, no.
Short rest, yeah.
What do I need a short rest for?
Because I've taken all lots of damage.
That's a good point.
There's your-
We should probably take a long rest.
No, short rest.
We fought fucking gargoyle,
I wanna
troll,
level up.
Did you fight?
minotaur, beholder, all in one day.
What was the invisible?
You fought a beholder.
Oh, I know the movie
Yeah.
you're talking about now.
You fought a beholder.
An invisible
Is it on
beholder,
film?
I should let you know.
Oh, good. I'm sure there's nothing else bad down here.
No, we killed it already.
We've
It's
got a
fine.
heart.
The one with Stifler.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree with
Old school.
Pox. The sooner we can get out of here, the better. So, if you have an idea, shall we?
My idea is sleep.
Oh, yes, I'm sure that will solve all of our problems.
It solves many of them.
Shut up, you drunk.
Fair.
So,
But I could really use a
Not
sleep.
old school.
And we'd probably level up during the rest.
You're a weak drinker.
You don't know how much I drank. I don't know how much I drank.
You weren't gone for that long. So you're a weak drinker?
You know what movie I'm talking
It's
about?
gone for 20 minutes.
Got pulled out.
It's long enough.
Yeah.
You can see that the jug contains spirits now, probably.
Still.
Okay. What are you doing?
I don't know this movie.
I can short rest.
Oh,
I reckon a long rest.
Unless you want to heal.
Yes.
sure.
Did you use lay on hands last week?
No. No. I didn't use any
What? 10 points damage.
that I'm aware of.
Heal.
I'm dead. He said 10 points of damage.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm on 1 hit point if
You
do
can
that.
use healing adversely, can't you? Cure wounds. Or is that 3.5?
What?
What?
You used to be able to use it the other way, like drain
Yeah,
force.
inflict.
You used to be able to inflict cure wounds. Like
So
inflict wounds.
if you inflict it, it
In,
heals.
inflict wounds is a spell. in
Yeah,
this,
it
so I don't know if
heals
that's-
undead and
Yeah.
as well.
Wait,
If you use inflict wounds, that's a necromancy spell.
fair enough.
How you feeling?
Pretty
Out
solid
of-
average.
50-ish.
67.
He's
He's
feeling a
fine.
67 out of 50.
Ah.
That's not bad.
Well, I'm feeling.
Well, I'm inflicting those wounds instead.
Bring him back down.
Yeah, that's
I'm
it.
gonna use 15 on you.
No, but can we have a sleep soon?
I reckon we still
I can
should
put
short
you to
rest.
sleep if you want.
I reckon we should still short rest.
Pow.
So you, in your drunken form, may not be aware of this, but for the rest of you, it hasn't actually been that long since you long rested last. So you're probably, like, while you're exhausted from the physical activities you've been doing,
Pretty fucking woke.
yeah, like it's not drowsiness that you're feeling.
Yeah, I reckon we take half an hour.
Sure.
Cool.
A
Thanks.
short rest does nothing.
Helps me out.
Dan.
Fuck it, I'm gonna do my thing that I can do during short rests.
No.
Why not?
Where's my short rest thing?
Can't say I do.
This should be
Oh,
a
fuck,
thing on the
it's
top.
got
I feel like it'd be
No, I
fun.
have a thing that I can do during short rests. I'm just
Oh.
can't remember what it
Should I
is.
play that? What's that game where you throw the rings on the sticks?
No. Are you doing your short rest stuff?
Oh, I haven't lost any hit points.
Okay.
Who wants to
Yeah,
heal
cool.
3 hit points so I'm back to max hit points?
No.
No, you'll be back. I just need to figure out what this thing is and where it is.
This.
Oh, I know what you're doing.
Oh, the
that's
healing word.
10.
The healing
That's
word.
one I want to raise.
Song of Healing. I don't know where it is.
Do I get inspiration if I can throw this at my own Jordan's phone?
Features. Song of Rest, that's what it is.
Speaking of which, Jordan
During a
actually has
short-
inspiration.
Oh, 'cause
During
you
a short
pointed
rest, friendly creatures who can hear you
I
perform
have
regain
inspiration.
additional hit points when they spend
Fuck off, you
hit
don't.
die.
Inspiration.
Oh, yeah.
How much?
Well, you just
You
meant
get an
actual
extra
inspiration.
D6.
Can I have inspiration for just being ballsy and saying I have inspiration?
No.
Because I'm a
You guys say stuff like that all the time.
Cool.
So everyone gets an extra D6 with their hit die when they go back up to full health.
Was that meant to land on top of the...
I got this.
That was the shittest throw I've ever got. Does that give me inspiration?
So,
Well, suck a dick for inspiration.
I'm not you.
Yeah, you wish you were.
so you take a bit of time, you sit down,
Is the drow dead now?
Sorta.
This week.
sorry.
Can I go check if the drow's dead now?
Half a
Yeah,
feeling
by
is-
this stage,
Oh,
yeah. Actually,
Oh, my
let me
heart.
roll a couple of dice here.
What if the drow's just
This
killed
is
him all? He's
more
like a super
plastic.
fuck
Oh,
or something.
no, that's
Alright, now
it's
where's-
more of whether or not he gets away, which... Yeah, he's fucking super dead. Oh. Yeah, he's dead.
Cool.
So I get experience for helping.
What? Helping what?
Kill him.
You didn't do
You
shit.
didn't do
I
shit.
swung at him. I did damage.
Yes, he is well and truly dead. He, much like the other human that got away, has been left like his body just crushed.
One.
Doesn't look very nice. Doesn't look like a nice way to go, being crushed by...
Is it just like bland? Like
For,
this whole way? Or
yeah, no, it's super basic. It's pretty basic.
Like you.
She's bleached. You basic bitch.
No, we did a
Really
short
said,
rest. I
is he
gained
bleached?
nothing
Yeah.
useful.
Is he basic? Yeah.
Hey, they should have
Okay.
been reset.
Can you
So,
fucking not?
You're making your way up to this stone door.
Yep.
Okay. So
The only thing
again,
the reset
there's-
was my
yeah,
bardic
there's
inspiration.
Nice.
the figure painted on, face looking like a mask full of stars. His gaunt hand held up to the door. Basically, he stood there like this.
Put your hand on the door.
Yeah. No, I just.
Mimic what he
Yeah.
was doing. Okay. You do that, and the door slides down into the floor and reveals the room in front of you. So at this point, you can just take that off. 'Cause you'll be
Oh,
able
the
to
wall's gone.
see what it is.
2 sarcophagus.
Do I have to draw that?
Yeah.
So basically, you
Shaped
peer into this
kind of.
room and you can see this is an odd-shaped room. It's almost as if it's designed to sort of disorientate you a little bit.
Yeah, I'm right
Almost
beside
as like
that.
a simple maze. But you step in, have a look around, and pretty quickly you can make it out. Do you want to move that back over underneath our cams, just so there's no glare on it? Sorry, I just realised you can't see what you're doing.
I
There it
can't
is.
see what I'm doing anyway.
There we go.
So-
That's
Is it
fine.
fucking blood?
That's all right. Just move it around slightly.
Hey, what do you,
that's fine.
what do you
Yep,
see
yep,
there,
yep.
Mister?
Oh, that's become loose.
Oh, yeah, just tighten up the big, yeah, that bit. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's no more.
So yeah, you have a bit of a look around. You can see in the center of this room is a pedestal. Resting on top of it is a large black jewel. It appears to be well cut. Looks like it was probably manufactured somewhere. Looks like it would be worth a lot of gold. But it also looks a little bit suspicious being on a pedestal in the middle of this room.
No, you should roll an intelligence.
So I'd say at this point you're
I was
probably
gonna pick
a
it
bit
up
further.
with that. Like,
What's everybody else
Yeah, I
doing?
think you
What's everybody
really
else doing
do
at
it
this
all
point?
the
By
time.
the
I'm
way.
there with him, kind of.
Yeah. Okay, so
Are you guys?
do I have a pokey stick somewhere?
What does it look like? One of those like leather tags.
Am I doing what?
Are you coming
so
with?
Yes.
You're probably like I'm guessing in that center area.
how high are
somewhere.
these things?
They go right to the ceiling.
Oh, okay.
I'm also there.
Okay.
Thank you, Lockie, for letting us know.
So.
Where do you want to be?
Not there.
Nice job.
Sure.
So that's totally not a suspicious crystal, right?
So these guys would be, the NPCs would be like, okay, well, I guess we're going this way, and they're going to follow
not
you up
touch
as well,
it.
leaving
Do
Garth
not
behind.
touch it.
Touch it.
Do not do anything.
Mage head.
Don't.
I don't know.
I'm saying this to you, by the
Look
way,
at this thing.
in character.
Mage head.
Don't.
What's this thing?
So I actually take that back. It's not just a gemstone. I misread a little bit of information. It's basically this golden crown, which is fitted with these various black gemstones.
That's so much cooler.
Yeah, those are lucky.
What's this thing?
Sorry. Okay, so you make your way around the other side, and you can see a figure that you've become quite familiar with. The same figure that Jordan has around his neck, the same that you've seen emblazoned on the walls.
Same figure
This
as my
is
shield.
a stone embodiment of the Screaming Devil mask, or face. This one, mouth agape, as all of them have been, and this one, its mouth just seems to be pure darkness. There doesn't seem to be anything in it.
Oh yeah.
Aside from that, it's just stone built into the wall. Looks like the same as all the other ones you've seen.
Can I throw something into it? Into the mouth?
Yeah, what are you throwing?
Just throw a
Himself.
silver piece.
Okay, you throw it in as soon as it sort of gets past like the lips essentially of this screaming face. It just disappears.
Put yourself in there.
What if I throw a bit of rope in and pull the rope back out?
Okay, so what you sort of like whip it
Yeah.
in, you whip it, and it just like basically it goes in, and then that whole section is
Yeah.
just gone. Doesn't look burnt, doesn't look cut or anything. It's
You wouldn't
just
put your head in.
gone.
I want to go
Put your tits in.
inspect the crown and be like, ooh, is it trapped? It's probably
Should put it-
trapped.
Okay,
in
make an
sort of-
investigation.
So put your amulet.
Do I still have disadvantage from...
Yeah, you
Yes.
will have, yeah.
That's a
What if you like
7.
fall over and you like knock it over?
It's my dex to see.
Okay, so yeah, with the 7, you don't notice anything. It seems the dice that it's resting on is just smooth stone.
Seem jump just.
But yeah, it just seems to be resting there. It's not perfectly center. It's sort of askew off to the side a little bit. It looks like it's just been sat there. There doesn't seem to be anything out of the ordinary.
See, I'll go back to Will of my gods, and you can just have all the jewelry.
What are you? Where are you,
Azarath.
Garth?
You've got his necklace, then you grab
I'm
his
standing
crown,
at the
His
end
shield.
of, like,
then you can grab his
outside
scepter,
in the corridor.
Fuck yeah.
and then you're a fucking saint.
I'll just replace it. I'll be the new demi-witch.
The new.
You're just shouting in. Hello?
Oh.
What's going
Oh,
on?
can I not see shit?
No.
I'm gonna go to the door over here and see if
Okay.
I'll do the same.
Inside or all the way around?
Okay, so, well, one thing you guys would have noticed is the other door is open as well.
Ah, okay.
Please make him still do that in front of the door.
Well, he hasn't seen the figure, so. What is everybody doing?
I'm checking the stairs out, so I've moved again.
Okay.
I'm making sure he doesn't fucking touch anything.
Okay. You're just like stood there ready to bat his hands away if he tries to do anything.
You're a bit far away though.
I'll stand next to him.
Oh, is this crown magical?
Yeah, ask kid
You can
what's her
determine
face?
that,
Kashma.
right?
Kashma.
Yeah,
You can detect magic.
Oi, Kesha.
No, I
What
can't.
is she exactly?
Can I
She appears to be human.
roll
like,
Arcana and see
pass.
if I think it's magical?
You don't know.
Ask her. What is she? What are you?
Wait, what are you?
I'm a magical woman.
Ooh.
She's going to make a deception. Which will be a 17. So you can make an insight.
Magical woman! She's a magical woman.
What'd you get?
1.
I'll roll a
Do
four.
you have any...
It doesn't matter. I'll roll a
He's
four.
sold.
Yeah. Well, you don't necessarily believe her, but
I just think she's
there's-
talking shit.
Yeah.
I do an Arcana check on the
Kesha.
Yeah.
crown.
Okay. Yep.
I want to
on
help
Kashma.
even though
Well,
I'm
can she even
drunk and
detect
not
magic on it?
helpful.
Well, she says no.
Nice. Said no one ever.
13.
Hey, I think it's magical.
You don't get the sense of magic from it. There's no runes on it that you can see, and like
Jackie.
you don't sense any sort of magical aura coming off it.
Just saying, we probably
It
should
just
put
seems
it-
to be a very well made crown.
Oh wait.
Alright, if it's not magical,
Do not touch
I
it.
can touch it, right?
Do we have the movable rod still? Yeah.
Yes.
I will knock you out.
Put it on the door.
I say that. Like, my paladin actually says that.
Yeah.
Put the movable
If only
rod.
you guys.
Put the movable
Role
rod on
play.
the door. Someone, please, whoever has it.
Do you really want to do this? I hit him with the butt of my hand axe.
Yeah. Make an attack roll.
28 to hit.
That definitely hits.
What if you like knock his hand into it?
Specifically away from it.
So I'm assuming they're both stood sort of side by side, and he just sort of smacks him like, or her. You just punched a woman.
Good paladin.
and
Yeah.
just like smacks her.
This is for the greater good.
No! You said it wasn't magical.
How many-
No,
how
you should
much
actually just start
non-lethal
crawling.
damage is that?
Start what?
Cry.
Well, I'd
Or are you not
probably
measuring
say
that?
unless he's like still going for
Can
it.
I start crying?
Sure.
Do I have disadvantage on that?
What?
I assume it'd be a performance
so
roll to see how good
are
my
you just
crying is, right?
just accepting that as a warning, or are you still like going for it?
No, I'm gonna accept it and start
Okay.
crying.
Okay, sure. Xana starts crying.
I just stand there. Just look.
What's everybody else doing?
I'm hanging out with
Knowing
my
that you're a
Yep.
bard,
I got a 15 on my performance for
Who's got the
crying.
rod? Who's got the rod?
It's
there
it's
anything
pretty
behind me?
convincing.
Who's
Can
got the rod?
you make an insight?
Well, pretty sure I have the rod.
You should put the rod in. The
Either me or you have it.
Cool.
19.
Yeah, you know she's putting it on.
Just stand there staring at you.
Cool.
Not feeling,
Should
not
give us a
feeling
rod.
bad at all.
What do you need the rod for?
Put it in the door.
Put it in Alta's butt.
And then you say, why are you going to put it in the door?
Catch.
Cool. I'll go put it in
The door.
The door
See how
where
bad
Garth
my
is.
throw was.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh, my throw was trash.
Cool.
Just like
Distract the paladin.
It was a 3.
Distract the
I
paladin.
rolled a 3 to throw it to you.
Distract the paladin.
I'm gonna say you can hear this.
distract the paladin. He's not watching.
As you walk past with the immovable rod, you're like, distract the paladin. She's still crying. "Ah," and you're like, distract the paladin. And Elden Attack's just like,
For fuck's sake.
I'll put the rod in. Yeah.
Kashma's sitting there. She's like, is it always like this?
Yes.
Who's
Only on
she
a,
asking?
Yeah.
only on a good
No,
day.
who is she asking?
Just anyone that can hear her.
I just say yes.
Right, I wiped away my
And while
fake
they're
tears.
conversing, after I've already put the rod in
Okay.
Where'd you put the rod?
the door.
So yeah, you would have seen these slabs
Yes,
fell down
slide
into
down.
the door, so you've put it like on the floor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I grab the crown.
I feel like it's gonna be like a
Okay.
vortex.
Are you trying to stop him?
Just like,
Yeah.
no, you're talking with Kesh.
Well, you still stood there.
I'm next to the fucking
Yeah.
crown.
So
I
make
would
it.
have came this side.
Okay, so make a strength.
Strength check.
What are we gonna do?
Or like well, it's probably more of a dex versus like a sleight of hand versus a dex save, as he's like snatching it. It's not necessarily a strength thing.
Oh, you got it.
Do I?
Yeah.
You got a dice tray for a reason, Scott.
Yeah, you literally just rolled it behind the dice tray. You had to reach over the dice tray to roll the fucking die. What'd you get?
I rolled a 16.
Oh, you
You
rolled
smashed
6.
it.
Yeah, so you like look over to see Kashmir face in hand going,
And there's
and you look back and the crown is just being snatched away by a green hand. So
Everyone dies.
he's laughing.
so
Sure.
Can I put it on?
No, that's my crown.
so
You get the gods, right?
you hear, you can't see what's happening. You hear a familiar thing. The door, actually, you would see the door that you put the rod on, sort of, and you hear something snap. And you also,
good at this.
you would also hear.
It's been.
I need everyone to roll initiative.
For fuck's sakes.
What else are we gonna
Hey,
do?
we just got to fight. Let's go to another one.
I have disadvantage on my
Well, not really.
initiative.
We had a fight
No,
half an hour.
I don't think so. Maybe. I honestly don't know. I've never had someone drunk roll initiative. Where did the gene
I'm
stealers
just
go?
gonna say yes because it makes it funnier. Especially considering I rolled a 20 and
A lot.
Actually, how tough are these guys?
So,
I like the mini to reflect how tough they are.
2 die moves. It's actually orange and smoke.
that's a 6.
Yeah.
Alright, so I either got a 22 or a 10, depending on whether or not I have disadvantage on initiative rolls.
I don't think you would.
Being drunk.
That's initiative. Like, you can still act quick. It just might not be.
Don't you normally act slower when you're drunk?
Yeah.
No.
Your reaction time goes in.
I do it pretty quick.
Why is one of my gene stealers missing his arms? Okay.
Bro.
Because you didn't buy those miniatures of them.
So, 15 to 20 and above.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
19.
Okay. Actually, I do need to roll for these guys. Okay, what'd you get? Sorry?
19.
Okay. 10 to 15?
13.
10.
Okay, so.
Why can't you roll fucking d20s to be so shit?
This is like the first one I've rolled. Shit, fuck you.
Yeah, this is like the first one I rolled above 10.
Sorry, what? Who just said something?
I got a 10.
You got a 10?
13.
30. Garth, what'd you get?
8.
What's your roll team?
2.
No, I haven't rolled for
You should
the-
100% get alert and just have plus 11 on your initiative.
Always go
So,
first.
Keshma and Pox,
What on it?
God,
they
that'd be
can
so
go
good on
the
Finnan.
same initiative.
Wait, what would I want? Walking on walls, being invisible.
or 23.
Well, you weren't really
Dex.
invisible because you already got good stuff.
Okay.
Walking on
Yeah.
walls would be good.
Walking on walls would be good for you.
Out
Or
attack.
23 dex would be nice.
You're up. You can't see anything, but you heard
Wait.
the noises of gargling.
From
Seems to be coming from, around that side somewhere.
I move here
Uh-huh.
and ready an attack.
Okay.
And ready a battle axe for whatever comes around that corner.
Okay.
Question.
Yes.
Did the door in front of me raise up?
It tried to, but he put the immovable rod on.
Oh, it was the one. I thought it was the far one, sorry. Okay.
So-
Right in front
Because
of me.
that door's easy to
Sorry
get to
about
if you want to run away.
I clicked the rod.
I misclicked.
We already broke the door.
It's not your initiative, dickhead.
You don't know I'm going to do that.
So, that's you.
I run towards the door.
So, how much movement is that? 5, 10, actually, 1, 10, 15, 20, 30, yeah. So, you would see just slowly lumbering around the corner. You can put this in the very back corner of that room. As this almost gargly black liquidy mess of a humanoid figure begins slumping its way around the corner, black viscous liquid dripping from its hands as it sort of stumbles around the corner, leaving goopy mess behind it.
Don't let it touch you.
That's it.
See you next week.
NPCs. So
Yeah,
they're
next week for a
both
new
going to
campaign.
More like Cam Poggers.
10, 15. She's going to. Keshma's just going to back up one square towards me and sort of face that corner. And Pox is going to sort of stand behind her, almost using her as a bit of a body shield.
She feels
Ogremar,
grinding behind it.
is that your longsword, or are you just happy to see me?
Have we heard more than one? No.
You don't know, yeah.
Can I use perception so I can hear?
Well, actually, no, you'd probably hear it.
Okay.
But it's-
It sounds like there's one not far around that corner.
Where did you come from? Where did you go?
I'll
Where did
ready
you
my
come
attack as
from?
well.
Okay.
I'll
Zombie
throw a
show.
hand axe at it.
Okay, if it comes around the corner, sure. Stand.
Damn, we're good. 2 tank meta.
Lehman's tiny hut.
Oh, tank on DPS.
Can I see it from there?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna cast
You're doing a real good job.
vicious
of that.
mockery on it.
Roll 3 12s
Okay.
and
Yeah. Should
How
cast
many?
heat metal on it.
Nah, I'm gonna insult it and be like, you disgusting pile of slime.
You can't
Yeah.
shoot
Now this
this.
affects
No shit.
creatures that
They're
can
so
understand.
insulted at how shit the
Yeah.
insults are.
They're like,
If the target
they
can
feel
hear
worthless
you,
because you couldn't take the time to make something better.
Sure.
I'm gonna play a bard just so I can come up with some absolute filth.
And what's it?
And then get
wisdom save
Can't do it on
of
stream.
15, I
Oh,
believe.
Damn.
Yeah, because I was about this whole time, but it's like,
10. Wisdom save is a 9.
Cool.
No, that
And
was last
that is 2d4, which is
was that 2 ones?
4 damage, and it has disadvantage on its next attack roll.
Okay.
I haven't used this this cantrip in ages.
Yeah.
And then Bardic Inspiration on the paladin.
So let's just chuck that on the painted Gene Stealer, please. Cool. The other one. So, Ogremar, at this point, you would see the same thing lumbering around that corner.
Yeah, nice.
Another one.
What? Scott tried to stand up. He's hematite. It
so-
is but
It would make it to
Okay,
that
fine.
square as well. Your attack goes off if you want to roll for that.
yeah, that stinks a bit.
It fucking does.
Nice.
I hate you guys.
What'd you
It's
roll?
not my fault. I don't have a choice.
Did ya?
Yep.
Too bad you don't do that with your fucking axe.
D8, please. 2 D8s, please.
I'm not standing here
You
in
give him-
this fucking shit air.
Shit, yeah.
Well, it's not wrong. It is shit air.
Can't take it.
Pike Lord's poos entering.
That's not too bad. 7, 7, and 6.
Was mine the worst?
Yes, it was a 6.
Classic.
I'm gonna come over
20.
and shit on your desk.
Plus
Coincidence, I won't have to fucking be at it.
So 21 points of damage.
21 points of damage. What'd you roll to hit?
Catch.
A 20.
Ah, okay.
Got
And that
good
20.
reflexes.
Oh, sure.
Dexterity is 23.
On the unpainted one. Sure.
Wait,
Okay.
If we're playing like that, what can that break?
That's that.
that
That's
wasn't
it.
21
Because
damage.
he's strong. The whole table.
Wasn't that 20?
Hmm?
It's 41 damage, wasn't it? Double the dice. 7, 7, 6. It's 20, double 40, and then 1.
Why would I double it?
Because it was a crit.
You already
But
doubled
why
it.
would I roll 3 dice normally? I'm not lucky.
Okay.
I roll 1 dice normally. It's just throwing an axe.
Ah. Right, you just
Actually,
rolled
I
extra
don't know.
instead of doubling.
Then Xanath.
I'm not gonna roll
5,
6
10, 15, 20.
That'd be alright.
Okay, you are fine.
No,
I wish I could
You
roll
roll-
3 dice
Garth,
every turn.
Garth, you
You
are
get 3
up.
damage.
These 2 fuckheads.
Me.
Yeah, it's 3 dice every turn.
I rolled 2.
Take your fucking turn.
Not if you divine smite, then you roll like
Hold in my action
17.
until I can see something, and then I'll shoot it.
Okay.
You can see it if you take half a
You're
step.
fucking
Out attack.
moron.
I wish I could do 40 damage with a hand axe.
Are you
That's why you want.
serious?
That's why you
Out
want.
attack. You're up.
You're standing
head
between
axes.
2 fucking walls.
What happens to the head axe? Does it like?
You're in a.
It does seem to find some sort of body to stab
So
into.
just so you're aware, Tim, that's a wall as well. So you can see probably if it gets to about there.
So literally, if it enters 2 of the squares in this area.
You're so fucking stupid.
It's coming.
Do I go and attack it?
Bait
It's
it.
up to you.
Oh, what a dumbass.
Oh, fuck it. Yeah, why not?
Okay.
That's how all good things happen. Fuck it.
You are making it so much harder.
Yeah, no worries, autismo.
Fuck off.
I want to use my bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
6 or 8?
Hey,
Mate.
Mate.
Jay.
Mate.
No.
Nice.
17 to hit.
I love how you roll higher on a D8 than a D20.
Map cam needs to be just
15 damage.
15 points.
Yep.
And your next attack.
Fuck's sakes. 14.
To hit is not enough. You seem to be able to hit it, but it doesn't seem to do anything.
Let's evaporate him.
Almost absorbs it.
That's
So I
what
need to
it's
let you know if what was fire.
No, it's fine.
Cool. Because you did
Um,
no damage to it.
Actually, no, you will need to.
Wouldn't the fire still hit it?
Actually-
if you swung through it?
Fuck. Okay, I do need to know what the fire damage is.
3.
Actually, sorry.
You're done.
No,
I don't really
What
know.
did you hit it with? An axe.
a hand axe.
Except it's small.
Okay.
No, it's
So-
resistant.
Is that your? Are you done?
Except it's double.
No, it's half the regular. The fire is regular damage, and then it's half to piercing,
Depending
punching
on what
in,
it is.
slashing. Well, you said that you hit it, but it didn't really do anything. So I'm
Okay.
assuming that.
I need you to make a Constitution save throw, please.
Well, it probably didn't hit the body though.
Oh, fuck. Not again.
I knew this was going to be bad.
Fuck me.
Oh, shit.
That's a 6.
You don't get +2 from your own thing, do you?
Okay.
No.
You run up to this thing, and there's something about getting this close to it. Its figure seems to be made out of almost just
Void?
darkness and void, and you can feel your consciousness being pulled
my
from you.
God.
You are now unconscious.
What the
fuck?
So yeah,
You're a
that's it.
fucking dick.
Ah.
Are you serious?
It is now going to move up.
Wait, has it actually got his consciousness so, like, he can't wake up?
Yeah, like, is that happening, Johnny?
You don't know? Because you got no conscience.
Stop metagaming, you don't have a conscience!
Xanath, I need a Constitution save throw, please.
Disadvantage or? No, you said not on save throws,
No,
only
yeah,
checks,
not
yeah.
save throws. Oh,
And you
okay.
don't get my plus.
Wait, what?
I rolled a 1.
Wait, do you have to be conscious for that to work?
Actually, that's a good question. Do I have to be conscious for that to work?
He's not 10 feet, though.
Trust me, with what he rolled, it doesn't matter.
I rolled a 1.
You were just instantly dead.
You made no conscience.
No, straight up just dead.
Okay, so it's actually not as bad as it could have been. You take 18 points of necrotic damage.
Is that
Oh.
halved already, or
He gets
does that
half.
take half?
You get
damage?
halved, yeah.
9.
Fuck yeah.
9 points of necrotic.
Not bad.
Why do you
Okay.
take half?
Because
Acid fall and acid me. I take half from necrotic and half from radiant.
So, that is its turn.
Fuck yeah.
Keshma.
I put the crown. What if I put the crown back? What if that this big?
Keshma, at this point, being able to see it, you hear her shout, "Stay away from it!" and throws her hand forward as a sort of like handful of dust and rocks comes out of it. And you can see now, in between you and it, a large stone form begins to take shape. And now standing
Did you
between
just summon a stone golem?
you and her is a large stone elemental.
Not quite.
Oh, she. That's cool. Is she cleric?
She's fucking
Might be a
summoner.
druid.
Um,
Could
So-
be a few things.
and then she is going to move back.
Which way that way or this way?
She's going to move back pretty much to the skull, like the center of the room. Oh, sorry, the crown, not the
Yeah.
skull. She's going to move back to there. That's her action. Pox is going to listen to what she said and move back with her, and hold his action pretty much because there's nothing else he can do. That's him. Ogamuk.
Wish I had that advice earlier, eh?
Yeah, the initiative goes, unfortunately.
Fucking high initiative burned me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw my last hand axe at it.
Mm-hmm.
You can go get him if you want after this.
Cool. Assuming they didn't just get absorbed into a void of nothingness.
No, it's stuck into the body. Damn it. I was hoping to be another nat 20.
Started.
26 to hit.
The stone element. Ooh, that's interesting. Sorry?
26 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna actually.
Actually.
Or is that too
What?
big to throw past?
Yeah, that's what I'm just thinking because it being there has just saved you from something, so it would be a little unfair to not make it hard for you as well.
If it was blocking too much, I'll.
Could be
What did you roll?
26 to hit.
It's a half quarter government.
Okay, you managed to, like, as this construct is taking shape, just hurl your axe through right as it sort of takes shape.
Cool.
And
And it
managed to sneak
forms around
through.
your axe and now has an axe point just coming out of its chest.
Nice. Is it dex or is it strength?
Dex, because
Okay.
you're throwing.
9! Much
9.
damage.
Okay.
I'm messing this thing up.
Same.
You would notice these.
Then I'll step back.
These axe strikes, even though it's kind of hard to gauge this liquidy form, it does appear like even like its reaction to being hit doesn't seem to be as much as you would expect. So that's you.
There's your hand axes.
You've moved
Go get 'em.
back.
What if we could persuade him?
So
He hasn't seen what happened.
you are going to take 5 points of necrotic damage.
I'm just being
As these things are slowly coming further and further through the room, you would now notice the hallways around this area are getting darker and darker,
But instead
almost
of
as
stepping
if
that way-
there's this,
Well, fucking void monsters.
almost as if this void from the
this way.
sphere is growing, and these things are spreading it almost.
20. 25. 30.
You can't move because I tell you take damage.
Well, is that happening during
That's
that turn?
at the end of your turn.
Damn it.
Cool. You're a shit.
Sorry.
man.
Zenith.
I was out of that.
Actually, he took that as well, I should point out.
Old person.
Pox.
I don't think it's a humanoid, it's a shadow demon.
Shadow demon. Quite curious to know what they're called.
Shadow
Pox.
Shut up, you shadow demon.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Why don't
You just got sent to the shadow realm.
I've got like 14
I'm not gonna,
pens.
no one's gonna go near that thing and to get you, so sorry. So yeah, next campaign.
Bye.
Right, can I move to
So yeah,
there?
eagle number 2.
Where are you? Yeah, easy.
Did you just creep up behind him?
Yeah. And then I assume that I can see it from here, right?
Yeah, it's very obscured, but you can just see
Hey, you
past
slummy
cracks
dog.
in this thing's
Cool. I'm
arms.
gonna cast Dissonant Whispers at 3rd level.
Okay.
So that is a Wisdom save throw.
You slippery gypsy.
Nope.
Cool. You got some D6 I can borrow.
Yup.
I need
I'm
2
gonna stop
more.
straddling this chair because these shorts.
Tim, need D6.
Is this like the first time this has worked?
It's worked. It's the first time a 3rd level one's worked. Not bad.
Yeah,
10,
it's above average.
That's what she said.
21. And it has to move its movement away from me.
What's it?
Okay, so
towards me?
21. What? What does it say? What kind of damage?
Psychic.
Fuck yeah.
And it has to move its movement on its turn or immediately.
Now I think.
Oh, yeah, on this side.
Must immediately use its reaction if available to move as far away as its speed allows.
Okay, so away from you,
Towards
it's
Lockie.
just going to move pretty much, like
Does that
directly
thing
across
get
to
an
the
attack
other
of
one.
opportunity?
How far?
Yes. What's the range on a? It may do or it may not.
I hope it does.
How far does it move?
It's got 30 feet, so I think it can just make it the whole way across.
Fuck yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. What am I looking at? Elementals.
Oh, I'll see you next campaign, eh?
Hey.
Oh no. Okay.
We'll just pick you up off the ground.
What if we...
Weekend of burners you the whole game?
Oh, and
you know how we
then-
bring back his
Come back
conscience?
and I'm a black god.
Bonus action, Bardic
put one on.
Inspiration on the orc.
Yes.
Did not hear the guard part.
Okay.
Heard guy.
We put Lockie in there.
Stuff his body in the mouth.
Earth Elemental has a range
What paladin?
of 10 feet, so it does get an attack
Fuck
of
yeah.
opportunity. Why do I have mini casted?
It's the whole reason why I did it.
Yep.
I thought he was
Boy,
5 feet
that's
away,
a
not
hit.
10. But
crit?
luckily,
No, it's not a crit, unfortunately, but it is a hit.
You tired there, Scotty?
Just a tad.
Yeah, plus
Good work.
5.
Should try it.
Did you actually?
Well, 13.
Quit. Is that what you said? It's called work. Oh, I thought you said I quit work.
I wish I could.
Okay.
So I could chaos.
So that is your
Fine,
turn.
go with it, Tim.
The unpainted one.
Maybe.
If you can
There's
play
no
it.
ongoing effect with that, is there? It just
She
moves away.
messaged me.
yeah. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure.
she said that.
Well, it is going to move
Tilly
back
Dutcher.
around.
Kinda, almost.
It's going to go back to where it was, Scott. Well, right up to the elemental, essentially.
Alright, I'm almost out of spells.
I almost had spells on Tim.
I have 3 spells left.
And I'm done. Cool.
I think I've got one javelin, and that's it.
I wish we had daggers.
Oh, and I've got my Mace of Terror. I can throw my Mace of Terror at it.
We're going to keep throwing shit at it. So,
Frightens on a wisdom save.
20 is going to hit.
We can't throw shit at it now because it's going to move. Wait, I thought it moved. Or did we move it back?
It moved back.
Magic.
What happens
So, 10 points. Okay.
What happens if you wear the crown?
I can control them.
Do it.
Okay.
Go down attack.
That's going to be
What do you
its
want?
turn.
Since you got all the...
I need to
jewelry
roll
so far.
initiative for that, actually. I'm going to say that's
I mean,
right
you hold
at
it
the
at the
end.
moment. so-
Garth, you're up.
I'll hand it to you.
So I've just seen everybody run over to one side of the room.
Well, not really.
Kind of.
You can't see shit from where you are.
Yeah,
just
it's
putting
a
that.
massive fucking
Well, I'm
globe
going to put my head around the corner.
Okay.
Which corner?
You see Elnatak is unconscious on the ground at the foot of this massive, lumbering, black, liquidy human form. Well, I say human form, but it's more of like a troll.
With his
Think
pants
like
down.
a large, goopy mess of a vaguely humanoid form.
You're just like...
I'm dipping, boys. I'll shoot it. Fuck it.
Okay.
Fire.
Lights it on fire.
Does a 14 hit?
No, actually, I need. Sorry. No, it doesn't. I also need a Constitution save from you, please.
From me?
Yep.
No.
Fuck, you stumped him.
Actually, no. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It fucking works.
A no is no.
So instead, you don't have to make the Constitution save. What you do need to do is attack with disadvantage. So just roll again. Make sure you don't get a 1.
No.
Roll again. Make sure you don't get a 1.
12.
Okay.
I rolled better on that one.
Yeah. So your attack misses.
Why do I get disadvantage?
can't see
Why does it
shit.
matter for you to miss?
It's
Me.
its ability. You don't know.
I didn't know if it was. Didn't know if it was it or me. I'll shoot again. Disadvantage
This
again.
will be with disadvantage. Yeah.
16.
Does hit.
Frost.
Okay.
Why couldn't it be a thunder for once?
What are you pointing? Does somebody still have my deal?
Yeah, because if I get hit,
Do you know what happens when you get hit when you're unconscious?
no.
You
You
don't.
immediately fail a save.
Do
Wait,
you
is he
actually?
dead unconscious or just asleep unconscious? I thought he was like asleep
As far
unconscious.
as you can tell, he is just unconscious.
Is this one taking damage?
Like unconscious asleep
No.
or like because we've seen people drop
Yeah,
from
that's-
getting
yeah.
hit
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
So
You hit it once and then missed it once.
surely we'd know the difference, right?
Check if he's breathing him. Walk up to him.
No. 11, 13 plus 15, 21 points of damage
21 points.
with some frosty.
Okay, is that your turn?
For me, bonus action.
Around like a bitch.
Bonus action and movement. Wow.
Wait, is it less movement since he's running downstairs?
No, that's fine. Okay.
Fuck you.
So at the top of the round,
You
Alan
can't say
attack.
fuck you, you're unconscious.
At the top of the round, I need a death save from Alan attack.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Success, that's fine.
That
you watch
fucking
that?
rolled
Yeah,
from
yeah.
a 20.
Okay,
Thank you, Phil.
so you can mark off one save.
You mean thank you, Helm.
Yeah.
Thank you, Helm, Tim.
Yeah. Thanks, Alan.
So
You my boy.
it.
Wait, won't I just fucking stand up and...
What?
What?
If I succeed 3, I'll
sta-
just
you don't-
stand up.
oh, you
You
don't-
stabilize.
you stabilize.
You don't.
Oh.
You only come back
So-
if you're rolling that 20.
It is going
No,
to
no, no,
step
just
forward.
the
This
one health.
lumbering mass steps forward onto Alnatak and sort of puts all of its weight on. You're going to fail a save as its body begins to corrode into your skin and armor. And it steps over you and moves forward up
At least you didn't
to.
fail.
Yes, I did.
Does it have to take
No,
half
like
of
at
the
least you don't have
first
two.
one?
Yeah, at least you're not too.
It'll take double movement as it moves over Alnatak square, but that's it. So it's got 25 feet of movement essentially. It's going to move up to 5, 10,
I can
15,
move to the
20,
range, I
25, 30. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It can move up to
25.
that square,
Okay.
back one towards, there.
What was he going to say?
No, it's heading for the
It's not heading
mass
for the ranger?
of-
Damn.
It
What a
doesn't
shame.
necessarily know
You could-
where he went.
How tall is it? You reckon Tim could shoot it from there?
It's probably about 8 foot.
Fuck yeah. Shoot upstairs.
Awkward angle, but yeah.
So,
But even if that's
that
cover,
is it.
I'm
Negates
sharpshooter
it.
negates half and 3/4 cover.
So, the elemental's going to act
cover.
I don't think that's a thing.
as it
My toes are
lunges
covered, you can't
out.
hit me.
I have a feeling I'm going to have to get close to it. Feels about me.
Oh, that's cute. Don't.
Don't what?
Get close.
Just loop around.
Oh, it is plus 8 though. So
Odumak doesn't have a conscience to lose.
yeah, no, 1 is. So, so you see this stone elemental, this earth elemental, swing both of its arms. One of it seems to go wide, the other manages to land as this black liquid splatters across the walls. 5
Good job.
is 8, 13.
I did so much damage to that thing.
Yeah.
More than my actual axe.
Is not correct. That's better. Cool.
Is it dead?
Doesn't seem to be.
No.
Um,
Damn it.
Well,
Cool.
isn't it undead skull? Maybe.
that's it.
No, this is so nerve-wracking.
Keshmar.
I'm
freaking
so
out.
gonna die. I'm so gonna die. There's gonna be 3 of us.
No, you're fine.
So I would like to point out, I'll take a quick moment to point out that last week, while you were fighting the Beholder, a death ray went at Alnatak, who passed his save by meeting the required roll. So you were very close to dying.
That only delayed the inevitable by 1 week.
No, he's fine. It's fine.
Who was actually pointing that out the other day? Someone said to me, it was either Tim or Jordan.
Mm.
They were like, "You've almost died so many fucking times." I'm like, yeah, I know.
To be honest, I thought that Beholder would have had a lot more hit points.
I think I've only been down like once
How
or
much did we
twice.
pump into it?
a little bit.
How many hit points did the ball?
I
Well,
haven't been down that much.
Alnatak's killing blow dealt, I think, 83 damage.
You didn't do shit, put your hand down.
Bullshit. My character
double-
did 83 damage.
On a double crit. Sorry, I'm just checking what this spell is because I think
shit.
it's amazing.
That's massively lucky.
Yep.
What?
That you weren't here.
Double crit.
4 times damage. Double crit.
Okay, this is not affected, so... Basically, you can see as Keshma turns around, raises her hands, and opens this stone corridor, which seems to penetrate straight through the wall behind her, straight through, and like looking down it, Ogamuk, you can probably see, and Xanath, looking down this stone corridor, which has now appeared. It's a perfectly straight corridor, straight through, and at the end of it, you can see the stone gargoyles in the large room. It's almost as if a corridor has opened up through here.
What the fuck?
And she says, "We need to go. This is bad." And she starts running. She's like, I'm not going to die in here, so have fun," and starts running. Pox is going to follow her, so they are going to move 30 feet, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They're about halfway through the unpassable stone there.
Does he move 30 or does he go 60? Because he didn't do an action, right? So he could double.
He could, technically. I think he kind of wants to just stay near Keshma at this point.
Fair enough.
Don't worry, Lucky, I'll save you.
So they're...
I'm gonna go around.
Thanks, Finn.
I'm gonna go around,
Duration.
get you out and then leave.
Okay,
Trust.
that's them.
You're the real MVP.
Ogamuk.
Give him to me and then I'll use my movement to carry him all.
I'll put the crown on my head.
Okay.
Stop, you foul beasts!
Nothing happens.
Fuck's sake.
You pick it up. They sort of turn their attention towards you. But nothing out of the ordinary.
I'll put it on Xanath. And I'm moving 80 feet. 1, 2.
Wait, wait.
So there is a hole through that wall there.
I'm
essentially.
confused as to the
Oh, so I
path
can
that you're
go.
taking.
1, 2.
Yeah, essentially. Because it just punches a hole straight through.
Why don't you just cut straight across?
No, because I'm sneaking. So this
Shut-
bad boy's
what
gonna
the
go over
fuck?
here. I'm gonna go around the back, grab him, and then leave.
Like, it's watching you as you run. As you run off this way, it's going.
Yeah, but I'll run through here.
Yeah.
And slip that way.
Yeah, but it sees you go that way. Like,
Uh-oh. It might
That
go.
one.
no, this one.
Didn't one die?
How
Like, where were you?
Was that
I was here.
Yeah.
I'll go into that corridor.
Yeah, so it sees you go
Yeah,
through
so
the
it
corridor.
sees you like in that gap between the pedestal.
Fuck. Yeah. It'll ignore me. It goes for the masses.
Okay, yep. Okay, so where are you going? Just to there?
Yeah, that's all I can move to.
You can make a stealth check if you're trying to, like, avoid it. Yeah, like, to keep it from seeing you, essentially.
Garbage.
10.
Okay.
I was on that skull.
Johnny's like, I'll take that into consideration.
Yep, alright, good to know. Okay, is that you then?
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
Xanath.
Right.
Squeal.
So.
Start crying.
Yeah, that'll work. Fill the room up with tears so it washes away all the black stuff.
That's what she said.
Where is the closest? Well, where is the
Wowee.
where is the closest spot to me that I can get where I would have vision on an elm attack?
Hey, you're in the ground, by the way.
5,
So they're
10,
probably
15,
acting
20,
at you.
25, 30. You could literally just go straight towards Garth
You're playing
and
fucking
peer around that
dangerous
corner.
game.
Now you're really close to it.
Holy shit.
What? Now I can't save Elm Attack.
Well, yeah, you'd be back one square, so you'd be peering around.
I reckon you just run through the corridor.
Peering around.
with the helmet.
but I can heal him at range if I can see him.
Or just roll, throw the helmet down the corridor.
Fetch!
Put it on the stone goal. Or the elemental.
Yeah.
All that.
I just realised my head's being cut off. Like, the whole
So
time.
I was like one spot behind, so I could move to basically there if I
See,
moved
like-
through the hallway, right?
Yep.
Alright, cool. I'm going to cast.
We need to get you a baby chair. So it sits up higher so you don't have to stand
Well,
up.
there's
No, baby chair.
the bustles.
Baby chair.
Baby Jane.
Google Gaga.
I just need to fix my
legs.
camera.
Fuck it. I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers at 3rd level on that one.
Baby, baby.
So that's
Surely.
a Wisdom save throw.
What if they like got infinite health?
Alright, yep.
Doesn't it have to run away from you?
Sucks to you.
So that's a wisdom save.
Yep.
It's an 11.
Cool. 2d5
You
sixes,
fucking
please.
killed me.
More sixes.
Alright,
I forgot all the sixes.
No,
in
it's
there.
gonna run back for the golem.
Its maximum movement is to there anyway, so it's not like it can move to you.
Oh, you're yelling at that one.
Yeah. 10, 20. So that's 20, and it has to run away from me.
I've lost my...
Which its movement was. What? 5, 10, 15.
I've lost my texter. Pen.
Movement would be to there when it runs away. And I'd run to there.
I guess at 20 points.
Yep. And then it moves away. I already moved it for you.
Okay, so, well, so
Assuming-
with that, this thing begins to sort of vibrate and concuss, bubbles begin to pop, and it falls to a sludge
yeah.
on the
So
ground.
what? 20 plus.
I already did another 20 to
I'm
it, so
so
that's-
gonna roll
Yeah,
a
I'm just trying to
one.
do that.
yeah.
Uh,
Roll a one.
that's you.
You know what's gonna happen.
It's now dead.
Can I-
Garth. Unless you want to do anything else.
It still hasn't even attacked, so I've still got a disadvantage on its attack. Technically.
Yeah, I'm confused. I'm gonna.
Eat the crown.
Yeah, no, I can't see anyone. I'm not gonna Bardic Inspiration. I think I need to see them for that.
You can feel
Okay.
my presence.
Garth, what are you doing?
Shooting.
I was gonna see if I could Bardic Inspiration you
Boot-
and see if you could use
boot
the Bardic
scooting,
Inspiration of your
baby.
death save.
14.
Doesn't hit.
Well, that's me. Another one.
It's having that one. It is, isn't it?
Yep.
What sort of arrow is it?
Is there none in that one?
You don't have disadvantage.
It's a frost.
by the way.
I don't.
Oh, then his second roll was a 10, and like I promised you that.
It still doesn't hit.
That's without his bonuses.
Oh, what's your
It's
bonus?
like 7.
11?
So 21 total.
Yeah.
Just re-roll it.
Still doesn't hit.
21 doesn't hit.
Hard cover.
It's almost like you're shooting from halfway up a stairwell, through a doorway, past 2 walls.
He's sharpshooter.
I've got
Does
sharpshooter. I ignore 3-quarter cover.
Jesus Christ. Okay, fine, it hits. Roll your damage then.
It was a frost arrow.
These friggin' abilities.
What's the
I
only
shouldn't
one?
have said anything about that. No, I'm kidding.
That's the only feat that I've got.
Yeah, no, I forgot. That's alright. I always forget sharpshooter. I constantly think it gives you
Do
range.
you
I
already
forget
have
about
the
the
bond
cover.
inspiration, or have you
Yeah,
used
it
it?
Yeah, I forget about the cover though.
In this fight.
What's your damage?
On when he rolled a 2. Then you rolled an 8. I've got it, and I haven't used it.
17.
Because if you already
17
had it, you
points.
could use it on your death save. But I can't give it to you while you're already unconscious.
Yep.
Does help if I roll a 1. That's me.
It can help if you roll a 2.
You're done.
I'm done.
You're going to take 5 points of necrotic damage as this black
really?
is seeping down the hallway and is
Need
now
10
beginning
or
to. You can
higher.
feel it almost
Ah,
burning your
Good
skin.
point. Shit.
Okay, on attack. Need a death save, please.
In before 1.
Ah, we Gucci.
Oh, very good.
You may continue now.
So,
You did better than me with
Uh-oh.
alligator.
Where you actually did roll a 1.
this
Nah, I didn't.
creature
Oh, no, you
heading
didn't.
across the room gets slammed in the back by a frost
Roll.
arrow. It turns towards you.
What, Tim? Oh, that's not too bad, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Oh, I found my pen. It was holding the page open.
That's not good. That's not 20. Too bad that didn't happen.
I need a Constitution save throw, please.
No.
Fuck, I hope you fail. So much.
So I'm guessing it goes down here then.
It just turns around, doesn't move.
It hit the pen. That's not fair.
So it turns around towards you and looks at you, and you can feel your life force begin to be drained out, and you would see it being sucked across, and you are now unconscious on the stairs.
I feel fine.
So
Why are you standing up?
Do I roll down the stairs?
no, you just kind of collapse in a heap.
Do I roll down the stairs?
Do
No,
you
you
want
just
to
can't
roll down the
collapse in.
stairs?
Do you want to roll
What's
down the
it doing
stairs?
now?
Yeah. Every
Does it
step you
chase
take
after them?
damage fails.
No, it's still just. Oh, actually,
After the ground.
what would it do? That's a good point.
After the ground.
I don't even know what you did. What did you do with the crown?
He put the crown on my head apparently.
Oh, okay. No, it doesn't seem to be following that necessarily. It seems like they were almost activated because of the crown, and it seems that they're in some way connected to it, but not necessarily attracted to it. I'd say at this point it would probably head down into the stairs towards an attack. Sorry, towards Garth.
Well, Garth's dead. Oh, please help.
It's gonna step on you.
Can I fight it in my sleep?
Okay, that's it. Ogama. Sorry, no, the NPCs, which are just going to run, so Ogama.
Pussies.
What is this? What's this on?
That's the stone. Actually, yeah, it will go. I keep forgetting it's there. So it's going to make 2 attacks. No, there's nothing there. It's dead. Sorry. It will move. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. You can't get to it anyway. Well, actually, no, it's going to move double movement and get right up behind it. Yeah.
And hug it.
Well, that's bad.
As it begins following
Why
it
is it
down the
bad?
stairs.
Bad to get to him.
Okay. Sorry, so that
Although it's going
is
to go
it.
for a live target over a...
But if I dissonant whispers it, right,
Okay.
it'll run over him and he'll fail a save.
We don't want that.
Okay, that's it. Ogama.
But it'd be funny.
12, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Aha!
Can just get to him, yeah.
Do you have a potion on you?
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, cool. I'll give you your own potion.
Yep. So you like snatch it off his belt, feed it to him. So you roll your.
I either have a small health or a normal.
I think it's a normal.
Oh, I've
if-
got both.
Oh, you've got both.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many d4s?
I was going to say I know you picked up.
I'll
a
grab
normal.
the smaller one then.
Okay.
The smaller one.
Yeah, so you
Probably
can,
back gonna die. I got this one.
yeah.
Okay. Yep.
What is it?
It's
1d4.
1d4 plus.
Oh, it's a 1d4. Okay.
Isn't it? Is that right? I think that's right.
Well,
I'm pretty
nor-
sure it's more than
A,
one.
a normal
I've got
one's
'em- I've
2d4
actually.
plus
I
2.
found the page. I've got them here.
I'm pretty sure.
You know what's going to
Because
happen?
mine's-
Just be on your DMs.
Mine's 10d4 plus 20.
It
a
might
normal
actually
one's
be,
2d4 plus 2. I'm
You do
pretty sure.
right.
So this is small. It's like
What?
there's no damage was taken.
Actually,
If
it's
you're
on.
unconscious.
It's not in there. It's in here. Because I found them and I put a tag on it because
Someone
we're always fucking asking. It is. It's 2d4 plus 2.
Can I have another d4?
So 2d4 plus 2, a
Did you
greater is 4d4 plus 4. Superior is 8d4 plus 8, and Supreme is
So what,
10d4 plus 20.
7 hit points for you.
Okay, so you come back on 7 hit points.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, okay.
Woohoo!
Works differently to how I thought it would.
Just told you to stay unconscious.
Yeah.
Then what's the death saving throws then? Just disable us.
What? I just like lost all my hit points like that.
Yep.
Oh, okay, that's shit.
It's probably
Yeah.
not a very high con save. You just rolled a 2.
Yeah.
Same.
Okay, so that's you got a bonus if you wanted to
I like
bonus.
how I gave it disadvantage on attacks and then it just does fucking con saves instead of attacking.
Yeah, it hasn't attacked at all since it's been here.
I'm going to try and frighten it with my Mace of Terror.
Yep.
Why
Yeah,
not?
you're attuned to it, aren't you? Yeah. Okay.
Frightened means that it can't
Which
move
is
towards it.
a-
DC save of 15 Wisdom.
Yeah, it fails.
I believe that's what frightened
Actually,
is at least, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, it can't move towards
Okay.
you, which is fucking
You-
towards me.
you let out a pulse from it, and it does not seem to give a
Oh
fuck.
shit.
It doesn't seem to affect
Probably
it
can't.
at
It doesn't even have a conscience.
So we can't
It
get
just takes off.
scared.
all. Okay, so that's you, Xanath.
Somebody help me.
Fuck you, you piece of shit.
Vicious mockery.
That was at you.
Oh, okay. Oh.
You failed. No.
I really want Dissonant Whispers, but I really don't.
Let's leave out an attack. Let's go.
What?
Let's leave. Let's go out and attack.
I can't do that.
How many characters can Tim go through?
You find this ranger
Now-
in a cell.
This could be really stupid.
Oh, please.
So I'm going to move back to there-ish or wherever the
Okay.
hallway brings me.
I don't know what this
Wait,
is.
where's the...
Yeah,
I moved to
yeah,
like-
pretty much there.
Because I was there, the hallway opened there, so I'd
Yeah.
be able to move to there, I
Sure.
believe. Sure. Maybe one back. I don't know. Can I see both the monster and Tim on the ground from there?
You could see
Probably not
it. You
Tim.
wouldn't be able to see Tim because
Tim's on the
he's
fucking
about
ground.
halfway down the
I'm
stairs
downstairs.
and prone.
What are you gonna do?
And there's
I was going to
a
see if I could heal in words you...
And there's a construct
fish
and
through
it
that.
in the hallway.
Why are so many people standing up this session?
What kind of move my characters?
Oh, shit,
Well,
yeah,
I stand up
shit,
because
yeah,
otherwise I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
see the map properly.
Yeah, yours makes sense.
I stand up to move my character.
there's been
and then-
one other person.
So I noticed last week, we got done and I was like, okay, we might end there. And you two just immediately got up, picked up your stuff, and then like 10 seconds after you were like, oh, maybe I should lean down just so people can see me. You two were like, fuck it, I'm out.
Alright, so...
To the Middle East.
Last week sounded like an intense session. So
There's no metal or anything
so
on
back
this,
to
right?
Brad.
They just seem to be a pure construct of just goopy nothingness. You should have taken 5 points of necrotic damage, by the way.
I just had to say to Tim and I'm just like, we go.
I'm gonna Vicious Mockery it then,
Okay.
again.
Yep, so con save.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom, it fails terribly.
If he doesn't see me, he can't give me damage.
I guess it wouldn't have any. It'd have shit like wisdom
5
stat, wouldn't it?
5 psychic
Yeah.
damage.
Okay.
And it has disadvantage on its next attack.
So it has 2 disadvantages.
So that means he's got to roll 4 times.
And then as a bonus action, Bardic Inspiration on the Paladin again.
Okay,
Thanks.
What?
so
Smite that motherfucker.
Garth,
Smitted.
death save,
Can I get
please.
close to
Oh
it?
shit.
Maybe.
Here we go. Take 2.
Whew, I feel like I've been here before.
I'm really happy to attack you as well.
Yeah!
That's a fail. Okay. Mark down one fail. At the top of the round, Ellen attack.
Guys.
Oh, fuck it. Do I
Did
just
you
go-
fail or?
Do I go for it?
You're on 7 HP. Like,
Yeah, it hasn't attacked anyone though.
let me at him!
It just looks at people.
Garth don't want to die, yo.
You can't
Is
say
there
anything,
room
you
for
got
me
no
to get in
conscience.
there and attack?
You got no conscience.
It's pretty tough. Basically, it's like making its way through the door. The construct, the large stone elemental, is like trying to squeeze in behind it. You can probably see through, but probably not enough to get a swing with an axe.
You could heal me.
I can't do ranged healing.
Bullshit.
Just get like a 10 foot. Just get a 10-foot rod and touch him.
Throwing acid at me.
They're stuck in the other one.
What spells can you learn as a paladin?
Surely you've got a spell.
They're more buffing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Buff me
Once
corpse.
you're already fucked,
If he can get
you're pretty
invoke
well
duplicity,
fucked.
then he can create another version of himself that could touch people for him.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That can be taken out of context.
Lucky Tim doesn't have that ability.
He'd be touching himself all the time.
Is that masturbating or gay?
Bit
of both?
Does D&D Beyond have spells
Legit
that you can
question.
just tap them?
I want to clone myself.
Oh yeah.
To fuck yourself.
What spell are you looking at? I might be able to find it here quicker.
What about is a masturbating staring yourself
Bane
in the
or
mirror?
Hunter's Mark?
Bane or Hunter's Mark.
Staring yourself.
Bane, up to
Self-love.
3 creatures of your choice that you can see within range must make charisma saving throws. Whenever a
target
target
3
fails
times.
this save, and attack roll or before the spell, must roll d4 and subtract the number rolled from the attack roll. Okay, so that's like, so if it fails the save, it gets this effect that when it attacks, it gets negative 1d4 onto whatever it rolls.
It's better than nothing.
That's not useful. How's an
Hunter's
attack?
Mark, I believe, gives you plus 1d4 to attack rolls. I think. I'll just double check.
Yeah, bet you be useful.
Fuck off.
Hunter's Mark. You deal an extra 1d6 damage.
Is hold person touch?
No person
hold
is not
person.
touched.
Choose a humanoid that you can see within range. Must succeed on a
But
wisdom
has to
save
be a
or be
humanoid.
paralyzed for the duration.
Can you paralyze
humanoid.
liquid? I don't.
Yes, so it would count.
Come on. Okay.
I'm gonna use that.
Okay, hold person.
What's
Yep.
your saving?
Yeah, what's your spell save? Or I think it's going to save. I think.
Is it?
So it's
This
your.
is an old sheet.
It'll be
so
on your D&D
Person's
Beyond.
wisdom.
It's your.
What?
What's your spellcasting
Charisma.
ability? What's your charisma score?
15.
What's that plus?
2.
Plus 2 would be...
So it's 10
Mate, you
plus.
just have
You would have a
to take
13
10
spell
divided by
save.
2.
Yeah.
What is it?
13 spell save.
So
8
it
plus
does-
2 plus
it does
proficiency.
save.
Fuck. What did it get?
14.
That's bullshit. Oh, can I add Bardic Inspiration to that, or is it too late?
I don't think
No,
you
you
can
can't.
add it to
You
a
can't add it to that.
a DC check.
You can't add it once you know it's
Wisdom
failed.
save
Oh,
throw
once
or
you
be
know.
paralyzed
too,
for
yeah.
the duration of the end of
I
its
don't think
turn
you can
and
add
make
it to
another
DC
wisdom
saves,
save.
can you?
You can add it to rolls that you make.
Yeah.
Not rolls that others make.
Okay. Is that you? You've got your move or bonus?
That's right.
And fucking fat.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking run that way.
Okay, so you want to go. Oh, I suppose, yeah, you probably want to go this way, don't you? So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can pretty much get to where Xanath is.
Like
That would be
this
cool.
side.
The other side of him, like behind him. Yep. Okay. That is you, Xanath.
Does he take
Sorry, no.
Oh wait, I have to follow the Kubazon thing.
Which is.
Fucking
No fear.
I'm fearless, so I should
Yeah, I mean,
probably
it-
stay there.
Well, no, I mean
You're
that
not
doesn't.
scared,
Yeah,
you're
it's not. It's not that you're running away in fear. It's that you're running away because it's a smart
A
thing
little
to do.
bit.
Yeah, you're running away strategically.
And I'm not afraid to take great risks.
Yeah, I mean that's up to you.
That's a pretty big fucking risk.
It's not. It's not necessarily that you're running away out of fear. I'd
Risk it for the
say
biscuit.
that way. But it's up to you if you
I
want
was
to.
I was fully prepared to.
Risk
When you
it for the
saw
brisket.
that.
Keep biscuing it.
So on its turn, it's going to turn around and take a couple of swings at the elemental, which it's going
Oh,
to
it's got disadvantage on the
with
first one.
disadvantage.
First 2. Couple.
So
Stacks.
one misses, one hits.
I wish it stacked.
Takes all of the disadvantages.
Distract by the foot.
Okay, so you see as this thing reaches out and smacks into it, this black ooze smears across the stone elemental. It sort of bubbles and burns, but doesn't seem to have too much of an effect on the stone.
Because he's stuck.
Fuck yeah.
But that is its go. You can remove that ring now. It doesn't have disadvantage.
At the moment.
I'll keep it.
That's its go. Ogremark. No, NPC. So the elemental's going to smack it back. Because why
Would
not?
that just be like a sheer drop off?
What?
Where they are.
Misses both.
No, it'd be a downhill. It'd either be a sheer drop or a downhill.
Yeah. Did she do it on an angle or? Because
Because into that room is a drop now.
Surely she wouldn't have, because she said she hadn't been that way.
Well, no, because she came in from. Look. Well, she came in on that level. She didn't go in there. Does that go down or up?
Down.
Anyway, it makes a straight thing through,
okay.
so
It'd be a sheer drop.
it might
to
be
the
a
stairs.
it might be an incline or a decline in that tunnel, whichever way it's going. Because that's going. They're at the top of the stairs, aren't they? And then goes
No, that's the
down.
bottom.
That's the bottom.
That's the top.
That comes
That's
up.
the bottom. Down there.
Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, it would be that tunnel would be a decline
Oh,
and
okay,
down
yeah.
to that level.
Hacks.
Bull hacks. Literally.
Yeah, pretty much is.
Not
Okay.
a lot.
That's them. They're now pretty much just hiding in that room.
Bitches.
Have to have made the tax.
Yeah,
Actually,
probably pay you
at this point, the tunnel closes.
Assholes.
Not our problem.
But it's not their problem.
Ogamuk.
Could I fit a spear through the elemental?
Yeah, if you got one ready.
Yes.
Fucking Mr. Arsenal over here.
Literally, so his fight this has been like hand axe,
Spear.
mace.
Oh yeah, mace.
Axe? No,
Mace.
axe, then mace.
No, I haven't.
Oh, you have an axe.
No, I haven't
So mace, boom, puts that away, pulls out a spear, jab.
What's coming out next, Scott?
Nice.
That's all I've got. Oh, I've got some thieves'
Yeah.
tools.
Lockpick it to death.
Yeah, make your attack.
What?
Knit one.
As you go to like stab through, the elemental sort of swings with the momentum of its attack, and you jab it right in the sort of like underarm area. Takes a little bit. What's the damage on a spear? D6.
Should be a D8 because I'll be using it two-handed.
Okay, yeah. Well,
God damn it, Scott. I'm killing someone who's trying to help
take
us.
some damage.
How many nat ones have you rolled today?
That was a lot.
10 damage.
Okay.
Physical damage.
Fuck. Oh, it's an earth elemental attacks less physical damage.
Yeah, probably half.
19 to hit.
Yes.
Did you actually roll decent damage?
6.
No, sorry, it doesn't.
19.
Sorry.
Because it's half covered. Or three-quarter. One of the two.
And another miss then.
Sorry.
Are you sorry though? 'Cause I'm not feeling sincerity here.
Cool. Job is done.
Okay. That's 5 points necrotic damage, by the way.
Yep. Does Tim take that and does it fail as well? Since it's second damage.
Shut up, Scott.
It's a good point. I don't know how to do it. I'm going to assume he doesn't. Xana.
You're a fuckhead.
Alright, cool. I'm
Are
going
you
to...
trying to do this?
What have I got?
I'm gonna fucking belt you up.
It's a pretty good point. Basically, yeah. Because anything within 30 feet of them takes 5 point damage at the end of its turn. So technically, every time he rolls a save or fail, he should be failing a save because he's taking 5 points damage.
You gotta go
Alright.
negative under your max hit points, don't you?
No, you also go to
No,
fail
every
save
time
if
you take damage while you're
It's just
unconscious,
if you go
fail a
negative, you
save.
die as well.
There's not just one way to die, Tim.
So if I stand
See, if
here,
I fail this next one, I'm dead.
if I stand
What
there,
have you rolled? Yeah. If you fail your next one, you
Wait,
die.
did you?
if I stand there, can I see Tim now?
Did you
If I
give
sort
him
of peer
damage
down?
for that one?
Yeah.
Cool. Healing word.
Oh god.
At second level.
Okay.
Because I only have second level spell slots at the moment.
I'm happy with that.
That is...
Good. Yeah, I know.
It's almost like,
I'm trying to get him killed.
8 health.
everyone can die in this
Oh.
room.
Duncan.
Why do you think she left like immediately?
And then Vicious Mockery on that guy.
Okay.
Because that's a cantrip and Healing Word was a bonus action.
Back from the dead, motherfuckers!
9.
And then it just looks at you.
He takes
It
6
Damage and has
Reset.
disadvantage again.
Mate,
What do you mean reset?
Like,
Fuck
once you're
you.
back alive,
Look,
your
yeah.
saves reset.
did you take
Yep.
5 damage as well?
Yeah.
I probably would have at some point.
Yeah, actually down to 2 hit points there.
Oh, fuck. Am I in that range?
Oh,
Yeah.
How close do you have
the
to
corpse of the other one.
Jeez.
Nah, it
Have
doesn't
you
look like
had-
Would I
your
take
turn?
5 damage?
Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll say no because you are right on the edge of
So
it.
do
and
I?
figure-
I take
I'm looking at for the
yes,
party.
you
round it down or up?
You're fucking.
damage away.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Can we trade his soul for Daxter's? It's like, oh, yeah, Azarac. We'll swap you,
3
brother.
points. Garth, you're up.
See you, boys!
Take off you.
You can use his action to disengage and then only move 30, right?
It was out of range anyway.
Oh.
It's still 10
Jump
feet.
into that head thing too. Oh, what if another one comes?
I'll lift up. 100%.
So I have one spell left for the day.
Same.
26 to hit.
I do kind of want to check that. 26, yeah, it's going to hit.
I'm gonna check what?
Frost arrow.
One's frosty boy.
You reckon this one's almost dead yet?
8, 10,
Hasn't
16
taken
points of
that much
damage.
No. I don't know.
16.
Taken a little bit, but not too much.
I've abused them pretty decently.
Yeah, but you
Okay.
used the other one as well.
That's true. I abused the other one for like 40.
28
I
to
abused
hit.
this one for like
Yep.
15 maybe.
Yeah, no,
Frost.
damage short. Oh, look, you did a little bit of damage short.
Eek.
14 points of damage.
It's got one hit left.
And not.
It looks at you again.
I wish I'd read that before. Okay.
Could have I been dead?
Yep.
Oh,
So,
What?
Probably
what was your second attack? What
Still
damage did
over
you
it.
get?
14.
14. Okay.
Something would happen if it's still in there.
Yeah, touching it probably kills you.
I just sort of, I didn't read one of its behaviour characteristics.
Like
So,
once somebody's down, it keeps going for it.
Sort of. Cool.
It like absorbs them.
You could suck the life force.
Who's up? On attack.
Do you have any ranged magic?
I don't have ranged magic, I have a short bow.
Not from that angle, you don't.
I could get really fucking lucky.
Yeah, it's the same sort of deal. You can peer through, like you can see through. If you had a reach weapon or a ranged weapon, you could make an attack. It will just be at with cover.
I don't have anything like that.
Can you try hold person again?
No, I cannot.
Can you
I
not?
cannot.
I cannot. I cannot kill this monster.
Just make a roll as if you were making your death save
Oh, now.
while he's doing that.
Dead.
Good thing you're up.
Yep.
I'm gonna use cure wounds on myself.
Okay. Oh, Tim, take 5 points necrotic damage.
Am I not out of 30 feet?
5, 10, 15, 20.
Didn't you
25,
move
30.
30 feet to shoot?
Are you fucking kidding
Did you say,
me?
oh damn?
I said, God damn it.
Oh, good. What are you trying to do? Kill us?
1d8. And I got a 1.
That feels bad, yeah. There's nothing worse than healing. And
It's because you didn't roll it in this. 5.
10.
Okay.
Yeah. Use the 5.
So the construct is getting chipped away.
It's gonna smash again.
No, it's not his turn. It's alright. Is that you?
Yeah, and I'll probably move back.
Yeah. Where are you moving to?
Just that corner.
There?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Cool. Right. It is its go. So.
You sure?
Just providing some background music.
What would it
We
do?
have background music.
I can't hear shit.
Attack the thing right next to it.
Yeah, pretty much. Can see within 30 feet of it. See within 30 feet of it. So Ogremark, Eln attack. Ogremark, Xanath, and the thing all need charisma saves.
Oh.
Charisma.
It fails.
Fucking 22.
Okay.
Yeet.
With a
10.
+7 to my charisma saves.
With a +0.
And there's
10. So
nobody near Elden attack because of the way.
10.
Good old charisma saves.
Have you got
If I stood there.
You got lion hands?
Fuck. I'm gonna heal myself for 3 damage.
Oh wait, I've got
Yeah, you
a
failed,
pool I
right?
can use for a.
What'd you roll? 10. So you take 18 points of necrotic.
Oh.
You take
3, 4, 5.
9, 5.
What
Down.
the fuck?
And it.
It's half and half.
Fucking save the throw and take half damage.
That's fucked.
It's gonna do that. And then.
No, Jordan, you should have argued for quarters.
Yeah, I mean.
I did take quarter damage.
Yeah, it's gonna move down the stairs.
Ah, fuck!
I'm coming for you.
How far?
30 feet. It's gonna take an attack of opportunity.
Is that there or there?
Back one.
That
yeah,
one.
There. Whoa, the construct lashes out, but its large arms in this narrow doorway can't get a swing at it.
Would I be able to squeeze past it?
Yep, it's your turn now. So if that's what you want to do, go for it. You manage to wait for an opening when it's swinging and like duck through.
I've got 40 movements, so I can reach it. You motherfucker.
Yep.
YOLO. Let's kill it.
Even with 5 negative going through, you still need it.
What if we get a health back when it does?
Finn in 2.0. That would be nice.
Be cool.
18 to hit.
Yeah.
Roll everything out of your hand.
Money for the poor! Alright,
Don't roll
2.
it.
Savage attacks and I roll a 1.
But only if it goes in the dice tray.
19 to hit.
Yep. You're just rolling all of your attacks, or you're rolling damage.
Convinced at this point.
Yeah, look.
Nah, I'm
As long as
just
it
adding
lands
the
in the
damage.
tray.
Okay,
What's your damage at?
It's at.
In the tray.
I've rolled a 2.
Savage.
Savage attacks it, then I rolled a 1, and then I just rolled a 3 for damage.
Okay, so you're on 4.
Oh.
Yeah, 4 plus.
Why are you
6
so
to 10.
fucking
Okay. What's it? What's
I'm
it
a
look like?
DPS build.
Oh, he finally got it though.
I don't think
Enemies.
you realised.
Yeah, I didn't.
10 damage.
You've already killed it.
He's like, what does it look like? You're like,
I just like slice through it, and then I just stare at fucking Bath.
Yeah, so you just see this axe come through, like, through its sort of face figure, and just it splashes onto the ground almost like a thick, oily liquid as it gets all up around your boots.
You're welcome.
I've only been waiting for that for the past 5 minutes.
You're welcome. I still got another attack.
You can't reach me, little bitch.
Their health come back.
Huh?
Float with javelin.
Wait.
We're so gonna have to take a long rest from this.
He can reach you. He can move 5 more and then use his javelin.
That's right.
He has 5 more feet of movement, I'm pretty sure.
Don't do that.
You can't die.
You can't even say try me because it's not your turn, bitch.
Oh, he's moved, he's mad.
Yes. Oh, damn. Never mind. He can't hit you.
Haha.
Unless he throws
And
something.
you could throw it.
Yeah.
Cool.
miss.
So, do you want to do anything now? We'll pretty much wrap up because we're ever so slightly over. But if you want to do anything, let's do it now.
We should keep these other two.
Walk back to the NPCs, set up a hut, and take a rest.
Cool. Before you do that, I'm gonna go grab my hand axes because you didn't mention it.
Whatever.
And
Okay.
I'm gonna like walk down there
I said that was
Yeah,
yours, but you
where?
didn't go grab them, so
To
keep my hand
everybody
axes.
else.
Okay, yeah.
Can we inspect the mouth again?
Nah.
Is it still black?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if they were in it and then
Cool.
came out.
So I
and
assume
there's-
we're all. We don't want to sleep with the gargoyles. That's a bad idea.
We would sleep in the room with the mirror.
and block the door instead.
That room with the mirror is
Littered.
fucking atrocious.
We can clean it up.
You can.
We'll sleep down with us.
It's literally covered with broken mirror, an exploded
Gargoyle.
troll, an exploded gargoyle, and there's a minotaur corpse buried underneath all of that. That has been attempted to be mutilated by
And some sort of
someone.
magic
That's
resonation.
the heart on top of it.
Well, in this room, we've got 2 squashed people.
Yeah, there's blood across this floor as well.
We could just go back up a level.
And go down that corridor.
Nowhere's really
What?
great to sleep in this place.
Well, yeah,
There's a
is.
corridor there, can't you see?
Why don't we just go up to level 3 again for now?
It doesn't really matter where we put the lemon starting heart. It's the lemon starting heart.
So you make your way back.
You do read a whole Reddit thread on how to get past this.
Keshma says, "Oh, good. I'm glad you have some sense or
They're dead.
survivability." Oh, that's
No
good.
thanks from you.
We're still here.
Well,
I'm-
the
I'm-
golem did a bunch of work.
That's not them. That's not her.
My idea is getting out of here alive. So
That's pretty shit if you ask
But
if you want to spend time fighting creatures of the abyss, by all means.
bear with
Do
me.
you have a crown?
me. What,
Yeah.
what was it called?
She's like, and this like crown appears around her head. She's like, yeah.
Can I snap
just-
the crown that's on her head?
You can try and make a like an attack roll.
18
Save
plus strength, I assume, right? So 20.
You actually rolled decent to smack a crown off her head.
Why? What is wrong with you?
I want to see if it's a fake illusion
lost
crown,
it.
or if she can actually conjure a crown.
Good old Autismo over here. I like the name Autismo.
Or
New,
tease them
new
up.
character name.
I've been saying it for years. To Jordan.
Oh, you invented it, did you? Huh?
Nah. What do you want?
Also, it feels
So-
cool.
You reach out and you smack this crown, which flies off and rolls across the ground.
Huh.
Pretty much like basically slapping her across the head. What's your AC?
18.
Her maul instantly comes around and smashes you across the chest, knocking you across the floor. Dealing.
Please knock him unconscious.
She's got a short temper.
She's not going to knock me
I
unconscious.
insulted her,
right?
and then she just
Oh, I
bailed.
rolled incredibly bad on that.
Yeah, I get to play tomorrow.
I insulted her barely, and then she just bailed on us. After I saved her. She's got a very short
For
temper.
18 points
Jesus.
as you fly back across the room.
Can't do maths. That's 35 damage that I've taken.
Haha. You deserve that, you fucking
For a
idiot.
moment, you see a flicker in her image as this rage is sort of untapped. Her image seems to shift a little, and her feminine skin, pale skin face sort of disappears for a moment, and beneath it you can see a cracked stone begin to form. Pretty quickly, and her legs almost become ethereal and begin to disappear, but quickly it reforms back into her shape. She says, "Do not test my
Well,
patience."
that was a little bit unnecessary. I was just trying to see if the crown you could make real ones, or if you were just
She
using
sits her mole
illusions.
down and it sort of disappears into the ground beneath her.
This is not in the Lehman's 20 hat tonight, bitch.
That was real dumb.
So, on that,
Please let me long rest.
we will
Yeah.
end it there as
Chuck a hut down.
the party conjures Lehman's tiny hut
As usual.
in the room of the gargoyles
Rules.
and attempts to take a long rest. We'll come back to this next week.
Can I make sure that they pay their tributes to the gargoyles?
Sure.
Or
We'll say that happens. You explain to them what you think happens, and they
Let me
say,
just-
sure, if you give us the money, we'll put it in.
Get fucked!
they don't have. Well, at least he doesn't have any.
Carl.
We'll get fucked, box.
Kills people.
If I stand, where's me? There-ish. When
Yeah.
I cast it, none of the gargoyles will be in the hut. and
Yeah.
we'll have the full
I'm just like,
area
I've got no
essentially.
money on me,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Right, none of the gargoyles are in the hut. It's fine.
Okay, bam.
And
Well-
the dirt is gone.
That's it.
Also,
Still
someone has to
here,
sleep
let's go.
underneath the staircase.
I'm in bliss.
Shoddy not sleeping underneath the staircase.
I'll
So,
be Harry Potter.
we will
She can sleep under the staircase.
wrap up there, and we'll be back next week to continue from here. Thank you for bearing with us and watching and putting up with these terrible minis that I'm working on doing something with. You need better minis. I know. Don't yell at me. And thank you for putting up with the crackle at the start as well. Hopefully we'll fix that. I'll double check the cables this week. Make sure they're up to scratch. But otherwise, if you're enjoying it,
Dice are not.
feel free to drop a follow and keep checking it out. Moondoggy earlier, thank you for the host as well, man.
I don't have that.
But aside from that, that's about it. So we'll see you next week. As always, check out the link below if you are interested in putting some money towards the Keep It Breast Foundation, a fantastic charity doing some cool stuff. Check them out. Otherwise, there is what else? nothing else really that I can mention. Yeah, I've got some surprises coming, which is exciting for you guys as well. Wait till the end.
When?
Uh,
now?
Probably in a couple of weeks.
Now.
I think.
It's a new dice tray.
But yeah, so speaking of these dice trays, these are the dice trays.
Oh.
These are the dice trays I made for everyone. They're nice timber dice trays with felt in. And the first thing Tim did was try and pull the fucking felt out. Like,
Hey, you said they were
Glenn.
glued, and they were obviously not glued. So you're
well, they
lying.
were glued, but how cool are these? Look, you're right. Your generic tablet device sits in there perfectly, so you can look at that while you're doing stuff. They're fantastic. Anyway, I'm just bragging about my creations here. Okay, so anyway, that's it. We're done. All right, we're out. Take care. Thank you for watching. You guys, Tim, Ellen Attack. Hey, what? Tim, Ellen Attack. Tim, Lucky. Thanks. John, Scott.
I was about to say,
All right.
fuck you, Jordan and Scott.
Till next week.
Fair.
We
You mean Nick week?
will see you then.
Nick,
Bye.
Bye.
Where's my end screen? It's alright, found it. Bye.